Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We have a day 3 of the test match between New Zealand and South Africa. Now, what could be the final day? Perhaps. Maybe, depending on when the rain hits. It's supposed to be raining at about 3 p.m. New Zealand time in Christchurch. I'm about to sneeze again, unfortunately.
And then I'm coughing. So.
Yeah, hay fever. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
I've got Kevin in the chat. Welcome in. And also South Africa, not in a good position, but hopefully the rain can rescue us. Nonetheless, New Zealand have been on fire this test match, as well, says Kevin. Yeah, taking 3 quick wickets last night, which did help out big time. More cake said hi as well. Welcome in. Hope you are doing well. We have got Super Rugby a little bit later on today as well, with 3 matches back to back to back. My voice, it is at the moment, it's sounding not terrible, but not great either.
You know, it might not last the day.
Hopefully it does, or else then this will be a very awkward live stream later on in the day. Down Under Fishing has said hi and hello from Liam Gaines. Welcome into the live stream, mate. At this stage, 2 minutes away from this match getting underway between New Zealand and South Africa. It's supposed to rain tonight. It is indeed. So it will be interesting to see how late that rain hits and whether or not New Zealand can get the job done before the rain hits, or whether they have to come back for day 4, which is also supposed to have a little bit of rain around. And good morning in there from Jack. Welcome into the live stream, mate. And also go New Zealand. There's Ollie. And also, did you see my shorts? I needed 1,000 as well, says Brandon. I did not see it. At this stage, I haven't really had too much of a chance to watch any YouTube, Netflix, anything along those lines. I know we've been talking about Netflix series a lot recently. Haven't had a chance to watch any of them.
Oh, no.
And also...
Oh, dear. I said, never mind.
And also, I have to dissect a heart on Monday. That'll be fun for you at school. Did you ever dissect anything at school?
Not if I could help it.
I think we had to do eyeballs.
Yeah, I think we had to do rabbits or something. Oh, I can't remember.
Rabbits?
Was it rabbits?
Those poor rabbits. How many?
Oh, they did something. Oh, no, frogs. No, it's always frogs.
Right.
Frogs. Sorry.
I guess they've got a weird anatomy, don't they, the frog? When you think about them. They're a strange bunch, bouncing around all over the place, similar to a kangaroo. That they do jump, but you wouldn't dissect a kangaroo, would you?
No, not if you could help it.
No, it'd be a bit brutal. At the moment, we are just getting the live coverage up. It's a little bit slow on the TAB today, but we will get it on Spark Sport just until that does work. And how are you, Jack Dean? And there says Ollie Wilson, I am literally right on the verge of a sneeze at this point in time. There we go. Rassie van der Dussen at the crease. 9 runs of 12 deliveries. He is sitting on at this current time. And also hello, Donna, in there, says Kevin.
How's it going, Kevin?
Matt Henry, that man has been bowling extremely well in his first little spell. 7 wickets in the first innings. I'm going to move that over to there and down there just for now. And then once that does load in, we'll probably switch over to the TAB coverage just because it is a little bit quicker. Okay, we are almost ready to go for the first ball of day 3. Hagley Oval. When's the rain going to strike? Overcast conditions. A lot of swing on offer here for Matt Henry.
Oh,
right on the money straight away.
Yep, made him flat.
132k for that one. Look at all the cricket going on. It looks pretty awesome looking at it from above how many pitches they have got around.
Yeah, you've played there.
Have I?
Yeah, when you're a schoolboy.
Did I get a duck?
I can't remember, but we were over the other side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably did get a duck, didn't I? Let's be honest. Straight through. And Rassie van der Dussen has lost his wicket, and that is a very early wicket. Van der Dussen, he's disappointed.
He's looking at the pitch.
Was there a bit of variable bounce there? And Van der Dussen, Matt Henry at the moment just keeps on going above and beyond what everyone was expecting from him. Just go straight through.
Oh, do you want to put it on my...
He has smiled there for Rassie van der Dussen. Not happy with that one. I will rewind it so you can see that one again. One moment. There we go. That will be loaded there. And also, Donna, I make extra special with Hamish as well. And also have a bye today, which sucks. But get to chill as well on Fiji and are not the best of the teams. Oh, it just came back off the surface there.
Well left.
And Rassie van der Dussen, he just looks at it and goes, yeah, fair play. It's gone through me.
Got done.
Video out at 11 a.m. as well, says Xavier Brown. What do you think, or who do you think will South Africa, or what do you think will South Africa play this 3-day full? What is the weather? Rain will come on this day or not, says Coding. So at this stage, 3 p.m. roughly is when it's supposed to start raining. So it's a long time till 3. They got 4 hours worth, and they are now 4 down here for the South Africans, rather than just being the 3 down. Rassie van der Dussen, he's gone.
Yes.
I'm a bit sad about that. He's got a fun name to say. Hay fever. And I have a supercell storm last year. That's when I hit the airport and we got hail as soon as lunchtime. Okay, which sucked because I was hungry. And there's his more cake.
Fair enough.
Got to make sure you're eating, don't you?
Yeah.
Eating is, although they do say with alcohol, eating is cheating, don't they? Well, once again, by Matt Henry.
Your father says that.
That ball's seeming back in a little bit. Currently, Matt Henry, he's 1 wicket away from getting a 10 for in this match. And he does deserve it, doesn't he?
Of course he does, yeah. Oh, that's great.
I don't think that did too much off the surface.
That's scrambled seamans.
Like he pitched it up there, Matt Henry. I don't believe it was variable bounce. It just ended up cutting back in off the seam. Well bowled once again by Matt Henry. Hamza under pressure. He was actually the top run scorer in the first innings. But Vuma looks like he is going to be sitting up there for the second one. They're saying it's just that good length that you don't know whether or not you got to go forward. You can't afford to step back, and Rassie van der Dussen straight through him. And I got free ice, and there as well says more cake. Free ice is always nice, isn't it?
It is.
As long as you know where the ice is coming from.
Yes. Oh, because you don't have it in barley.
Oh, yeah?
No.
What's wrong with the ice and barley?
Oh, you got to be careful with the ice and barley.
Okay.
Yeah. And the water.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Fun.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Black Cats should give Matt Henry consistent opportunities now. He's a quality fast bowler. His line of length is so accurate as well. And the Fijian lost because of simple errors, says Xavier Brown. It was 30 points difference in the end between those two sides. But I'm assuming it will be a little bit of a rough start for them in the season, same with Moana Pacifica, but then they'll slowly kind of build into it as well. And who do you think is going to win with Crusaders and Highlanders, Donna? I believe it's Crusaders Hurricanes playing.
Oh, okay. Well, Hurricanes.
Hurricanes, you going with?
Yep.
Okay, fair enough.
And I would have gone with Highlanders if they were playing the Crusaders because I'm a Highlanders fan too.
Right, we are muted now. They could hear your explanation of who you thought was going to win, but it was after that I decided rather than me blowing my nose and them hearing it, I thought I'll mute myself and us.
Yeah.
Avuma, good batsman, currently is sitting on 22 runs or 20 deliveries.
Yeah, I was going to say the run rate's quite impressive considering they've lost 4 wickets.
Tim Southey now 5 overs, 1 maiden, 20 runs for 2 wickets. Economy of 4. Can he get the ball to swing here? A little bit of an away swing for him. So after they do lose Bavuma and Hamza, it's probably just Verena, maybe, I guess you could say, is probably the last real batsman. I mean, Youngson can still bat, but it's more of a case of how long can that tail stick around for. And they won already another wicket. So chance they're making it to the third session. Probably very slim at this stage with the fact that the rain is actually happening a lot later than it was supposed to. So maybe around halfway through the next session is when it's supposed to start raining, which gives us plenty of time. It will actually work very nicely with Super Rugby, possibly. And also South Africa's batting has been poor this test match as well, says Jack. Yeah, it just hasn't quite been going the way that they would have liked. That's a brilliant ball, though,
right, that's a good
from Matt
ball.
Henry.
Yeah.
And I see Van der Dussen. He played the line of it. If it didn't deviate, unfortunately, it went about that far off the surface and ended up just coming back in and taking out the stumps. And I wanted the Plains to play at Suncorp so I can see them. The last time they played in Brisbane is in 2016 or 17.
Wow.
Gee, that's a little while ago. Bit of outswing there for Tim Southey. That's the thing. Neil Wagner hasn't actually had an opportunity to bowl as of yet. They are just showing them Matt Henry. He has been able to get quite a nice bit of away seam and then came back in. It's just very tough for Rassie van der Dussen, isn't it? Like, he's a class batsman, but even some of the best batsmen cannot play when it moves that much.
No.
And the batting and bowling has been poor as well, says ZDT. And also I'm changing from pace to spin. So it says more cakes. Are you going leg spin or off spin? I feel like off spin's probably the easiest spin to pick up, isn't it?
Yes. But leg spin, it's very, very hard to do, isn't it?
But once
So
you
you've got to
do
be
perfect
accurate with leg spin, more so than off spin.
it.
I suppose any spinner throws up the loose one, don't they?
Yeah.
Off spin.
Double bouncer. Every once in a while. Also, more Brandon is going fast. 13 subscribers. What else is Brandon there? Currently, Tim Southey going to be the bowler. 2 for 20 in his first little spell. He hasn't gone for a run yet today. Bavuma is the big wicket. Same with Hamza. These two, if they can get them out nice and early, we'll be leaving that one outside of the off stump. What do you do if you're South Africa here?
Oh, you just got to dig in. You just got to regroup, hit the bad ball, keep out the good ones, and build a partnership, basically.
So would you say that these two are now betting towards the next game?
Yeah.
Trying to find that form.
Well, you're 353 behind and you're only day 3. First session, so.
And also, did your mum play club cricket or did she actually play for the White Ferns?
I played club cricket. Wasn't good enough for the White Ferns. I did play in Christchurch for Marist, but I captained the second team in the second division or whatever it was back then.
That sounds fancy.
Oh, no, they were a pretty young side. So I was one of the older ones, but that was in my 20s.
And also very good. The high says, Henry said, welcome into the live stream, and half the games were whitewash or washout. And there says more game rain delays at the innings break at my game last week.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess anytime you get a little bit of rain delay in a game of cricket, it can be pretty stop-start. If they do get any cricket in, that is like, it's kind of lower levels. If it's raining, they don't really try and push to get the game back like on, just because the ball will get roughed up. And I mean, they don't have the ability of putting covers on, putting covers off. If they did, it would be quite the run venture, wouldn't it? There we go. There, a question from Brandon has said, when is a good time to play rugby with rain? Oh, just any time, really. Everyone loves a little bit of rain. It's a Yorker there from Matt Henry. So he's bowled the short ball, he's bowled the Yorker. I think the ball's just going exactly where he wants it to.
Yep.
And for Henry to Van der Dussen, everything just outside of that off stump. And then day 3, he pitched it up a little bit more, in fact. Started to change up his length. And also New Zealand was a bit lucky also in both bowling and these overcast conditions, as if for bowlers on day 1 and now day 3 also. And wicket already says Gareth there. Yeah, it was Rassie van der Dussen who did end up losing his wicket. He was bowled by Matt Henry, who is now sitting on 9 wickets for the Test match that it also played on, but we're playing AstroTurf as well. And it has to be like the 2016 Super Rugby final in Wellington. And there says more cake. Currently trailing by 353. That's a lot of runs.
It is a lot of runs. At this stage, you forget about the runs and just try to bat.
So who do you think will be top runs scorer? Do you think Hamza will be able to work his way above what he got in the first innings of 25?
I don't know much about these guys, eh? Obviously, Bavuma isn't a bad bat, so...
I believe, how many did Bavuma get in the first innings? I'm going to have a look. I don't think he did terribly in the first innings either. He got 7 off 31. Okay, he didn't do as well as I thought he did. It was Verena did end up having a few more. He played straight to gully. Just well fielded there by Henry Nichols. And also Rugby 7 rugby game on Xbox. What do you think as well? Says Brandon there. I know that Rugby 7's on Rugby Challenge 4 is really glitched.
Get snuffed up in the mornings, don't you?
Yep, it's fun times. Top runs is Stjerman. Telly as a bowler as well, says Gareth. Yeah, he did go for the 100, didn't he? Once again, left alone outside of the off stump. 12 overs down, and it is going to be 34 for 4. Now for South Africa. New Zealand 11 hours ahead of South Africa, says Kevin. And also be back getting food. And there's more cake. Yeah, almost lunchtime here in New Zealand, isn't it? Just exciting times.
What, lunch?
Yeah. Just trying not to sneeze again.
Ah,
The worst thing is, like, I said it as well, in a video you can edit this out. In a live stream, like, you can't hide.
no, you can't.
Like,
Just-
I'm right here.
Sneezing and yes.
Yeah. It's Matt Henry once again walking back.
It's a wee bit of a crowd.
It's quite good to see that they have still been able to have some sort of crowd here. Like, I feel like pure empty embankments just doesn't really look right, does it?
Well, we remember when the Black Caps were over in Aussie just before 2 years ago, before the last big COVID outbreak, and they had no crowds, and they had to go find the ball themselves.
And it was just like dead quiet.
It was. I think they had stuff on the loudspeaker just to G everyone up, but yeah, it was a weird feeling, wasn't it? It was like being back playing club cricket with no crowd at all.
Up to the leg side there, 2 runs is the call. Oh, I think they're just going to get the one though. Vermees quick between the wickets. Not quite that quick. We have got Hamza as a serious talent. Just needs time and backing as well.
Yeah.
Says Gareth there.
You see when he gets that too straight.
Now just sneeze again.
And they just flip it off their legs, don't they? Yeah.
Believe it or not, I was sneezing a lot more yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was probably warmer yesterday. It's a bit more, sort of a bit cooler today, isn't it?
QLA's Cricket 19 YouTube channel. As says Brandon there. Nice bit of in swing. Or away swing, in fact, for Tim Southey there.
Yeah.
All better now. And also, did you tell Donna Whitetail Spider in the room yesterday? Hey, she says, Kevin, I did show her the tissue box.
Yeah, I saw the remnants of it.
I think that's its leg.
Oh, yeah. Are you allowed to do? Oh, that's right. Because I asked you, you're allowed to do that on live stream. Oh,
nicely done. And also, what is a whitetail spider? Pretty much, it is the only, what would you call it? The only spider in New Zealand that can bite you.
probably.
I guess I described it yesterday as the only spider in New Zealand that has any chance of killing you.
Yeah,
So,
if you're unlucky enough to be allergic to it, yeah.
Yeah, so I did have to squash one last night. I put on my big boy pants and
Yeah, because normally you go, spider.
and Quinton de Kock, a big outs for South Africa, says Jack Dean, retiring from Test match cricket or cricket. Quinton de
There are a
Kock.
few other spiders
What, that can bite you?
in New Zealand. The whitetail's most annoying one down here.
12.5 overs. The moment down to himself. Have you got a prediction for the next wicket? Who's going to get it? Jamison. Okay.
Second over into his spell.
Okay.
Ooh.
Heard it there first.
You did?
Okay. So Jameson's second over in. I have to go to 10-day at home. I not got COVID, but someone come to our shop as well, says Brandon. Oh, so you got your close contact isolation that you have got for yourself. Pitched up by Tim Southey.
I think that's going to happen a bit more and more, isn't it? Close contact. If it happens at work, our office is shut. There's only 3 of us.
And also, there doesn't do much for me. Yorkia and Lind would have helped as well. And did not think New Zealand had bad spiders, etc. Says Gareth. They're not as serious as Australian spiders.
No.
And we haven't got snakes or crocodiles or anything. You're not too keen on snakes.
No. Who is, though?
There are some people are reptile lovers.
Really?
Yeah.
I think they're just taking the piss, really. Why would you be?
Oh, these friendly little fellas. They just poke your tongue out all the time.
Yeah.
So you don't think you'd ever have a pet snake?
No.
What if someone was like, hey, you can have $1 million for watching my snake for a week?
No.
You wouldn't take it?
No.
Okay. What about you can have $1 million for watching my snake? You don't have to touch it. You literally just have to drop something in its enclosure every once in a while, such as a dead mouse.
No.
No?
I don't know. I have to think about that one. You don't
frozen
like
mice.
spiders. I don't like mice.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I remember when we had that rat in the backyard. I remember the massive rat from the dogs next door.
Yeah.
Good fun.
Oh, yuck.
And Hamish Dad says Brandon there.
Mm.
So they're trailing by 352 at the moment, 13.2 overs in. What animal does Donna like?
Well, I like cats, of course, because we're Billy.
Yeah, Billy's a good boy, isn't he?
We had a nice wee dog when we were younger, but what was his name? Timmy.
Timmy.
Yeah. He was a wee corgi cross terrier with a wee black nose. He was cute. Oh, here he is.
She likes this one.
Do I need him?
Oh, he's in the way of the screen. Yeah, she likes this one.
Hello. No, he's not.
He wants food.
Say hello. Go hello. But,
Here's Billy.
see you, Billy.
And also, I found a dragonfly the other day in Australia, which was rare as well, says Jack there. I guess one common thing in Australia you see is a lot of little geckos and whatnot, isn't it? Or
true.
lizards. I believe, is it lizards over there or geckos? Or a bit of both.
Bit of both.
And also, hi, Billy, says Jack Dean.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been on a few live streams, isn't he? He'll probably tune in later on for the Highlanders Chiefs because he seems to be a Chiefs supporter.
Oh, okay.
I learned from last year.
Seems to know when they're on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want to be anywhere near you today.
I see player riding behind it there for Bavuma. Currently, they've just got to ride this early wave of, I guess you could say, this little bit of extra momentum that New Zealand have found early on with that wicket of Van der Dusen falling.
And that's all they have to do.
And also welcome Hamish Mummers. I says Insane Warrior there.
How's it going?
It's Saturday here in New Zealand, ladies and gentlemen, which means my mum does not have work. So,
No, isn't that good?
yeah, you get to chill out for the day, don't you?
Yeah, and I haven't got bowls today either, so.
It'll be the end of the 14th over 37 for 4 now for South Africa. I'm going to sneeze again.
Oh, you're sneezing, I'm coughing, so good day for the...
And also when Bill vomit the other day, yeah, he did end up vomiting over on my controller, unfortunately, the other night. Oh, paracetamol for that, man. I think he got hit on the thumb, I believe, Hamza, earlier on.
Oh, yeah,
Wrong.
It's probably going boom, boom, boom.
And also we have got there, how old's Billy turning this year? Is he turning 18?
We got him in... I worked it out the other day, didn't I?
It was either 17 or 18 he's turning.
Yeah, I think he might be 7. Yeah, no, 17 because we got 2005. So he's turning 17 next month.
So the off stump, Tim Sally, just left alone by Hamza. We have got there, what is your favourite thing in South Africa as well, says Brandon. Thing in South Africa. Well, apparently, is it biltong? Biltong? I think is what it's called. It's kind of like a beef jerky thing. Apparently, that's pretty nice.
Oh, okay.
I have not had it. And also a braai.
A what?
A braai. Sounds like it's a nice time. It's pretty much just a barbecue on a wall.
Oh, sounds all right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, once again, from Tim Sally and also Magic Spray needed as well. Sees it, Gareth.
That's good stuff, that magic spray.
Does the treat or does the job pretty quickly, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
And also we've got that hay fever, have steam. It will be effective as well. And there says Insane Warrior. The worst thing is it's normally only right at the start of the day and then it just goes away, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It seems to be all right after like the first hour or somewhere around there. Like yesterday, it was flat out for the first session and then we were fine for the second. So
yeah, because you're all right for the third too, weren't you? 'Cause
and a barbecue on a wall is there's this Gareth, or kind of like I remember seeing it as like it's made and then like the bricks, or like it's kind of, I guess you could call it inside of a brick wall for us over here, but then it's also, I guess the way, how do you describe it? It's kind of like an outdoor oven, I guess you could say, isn't it? For a braai. That is the injury of the thumb. He didn't like it too much getting smacked on it. Who would?
No.
Matthew Wade, that's who.
Oh.
He just loves getting hit by the ball for some reason.
He's an idiot. So,
So 17 balls yet to get off the mark here. Ball
Oh.
coming back in. Now he is getting his first run.
it does hurt when you get hit by a cricket ball.
2 runs there. And now he moves up to 2 runs off 18 deliveries.
No, slow and steady.
Mhm.
Well, there is no rush for them, really. They've basically got a bat for 3 days, don't they?
Yeah.
To save the test match.
And also, well, your mum is a cricket fan. Good to know as well. Says, hey, he's actually from Jamaica,
Oh,
which is pretty awesome.
always wanted to go there.
Mm.
Especially when the old West Indian team, I reckon watching a one-dayer over in Jamaica with, Curtly Ambrose and all those would have been spot on. Would have been ideal.
Right, now one more ball for Tim Southey left to the over.
Is it not actually on TAB?
I'll have a look. Right. I would think that they would have it on there. If I click here, click that. No, it's currently unavailable.
Oh, maybe too many people were watching it for free.
Maybe.
No.
Once again, and behind it there, nicely played. And that is going to be the end of the 15th over. And Grego has beat the Western Province yesterday, Hamish. I did see it was about 22 points to 20, wasn't it, in that game? And best batsman in South Africa, your opinion till date, says the same warrior.
Jack Callis.
Jack Callis. I'll check in for short form at AB de Villiers.
Yeah, true.
Probably got to be in there as well. Test match cricket openers. Amla wasn't terrible either, was he?
No, he wasn't terrible.
And also we have got there, why did we just see the commentators? We got to see the players as well as these people. Spark Sport, best place to watch it. And it is, unfortunately, everything is behind a subscription service to be able to watch the game. But the highlights will be on the Black Caps YouTube channel. As well, she seems to know a lot about cricket too. She does indeed. She has been watching it for a while, playing it for a while as well. Also, braai as a barbecue can be built in a portable unit, usually using charcoal wood, but the gas is a kind of Afrikaans word for a barbecue. The only difference would be the meat, I guess. So braai, what am I thinking of that's in the wall? Not a braai. I think I'm thinking of actually something that they have in Portugal or in Brazil, similar to a braai, but it is actually like a kind of wall oven type thing, / wall barbecue that you can have.
Okay.
At the moment, Bavuma now once again, well played behind the ball. Gotta love hay fever. Ambrose and Walsh, best bowling duo. A nightmare for any batsman anytime as well.
Yeah, they were good to watch. Very good. Especially when Ambrose, when Aussie were playing the West Indies in a one-dayer, and Dean Jones said to the Ambrose that he wanted him to remove his wristband.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he did in the end, but Curtly Ambrose got quite a few wickets after that. But then Dean Jones came off and said, well, he didn't get me. I can't remember how many wickets he got. He got quite a few, though, because he rolled him up.
It's quite windy. All of a sudden outside.
It might have been a test match. I don't know. It was either a test match or a one-dayer, but Dean Jones asked him to remove his wristband. So,
see what, they're right on the verge of getting a wicket at this stage with Matt Henry. Malcolm Marshall, Joel Garner, and Michael Holding were pretty good too. Showing my age, says Johnny.
yeah.
And also, we like to pretend that braai is something more than a barbecue. Biltong, though, having some now, nothing better as well, says Gareth there. Was it supposed to be windy today here?
No, well, if it's,
Here's the weather change.
I was going to say, if it's blowing, comes the southerly in the rain.
Well, bowl once again from Henry. And it to go away from the outside edge of Bavuma. Currently sitting on 25, which is matching the highest amount. I've just realised I've got the Fijian draw try scorers up on the screen. And I didn't notice till then.
Okay.
That's been up for a while. I also have Donna could travel to any country, which country will choose?
Ooh.
And there's his Kevin.
That's a hard one. Because there's so many. There's so many.
Henry leaves that one.
Oh, let me think on that one because, yeah, can I only choose one?
Hey guys, love this. Let me know if you need help as well, says Glenn there. And also weird, New Zealand haven't been in South Africa on home shores since 2004. It's a weird stat, like that long since we have had a result go New Zealand's way. It's pretty windy at the moment here, so I assume that wind is going to be heading north and we will get some rain here soon.
Southerlies arriving.
Oh, if it rains here, how long when you're going north till it gets to Christchurch?
Well, we'll predict 3 hours.
Okay. So it's just like it's traveling by car.
Yeah, that's why I said 3 hours.
And also we have there, why can't we see the players as well, says people, due to copyright? Pretty much. It does mean that if we show any match footage or audio, YouTube will take us down. It's going to be a top edge. It is going to be falling safe though. But yeah, pretty much, unless we want to possibly get sued, we are best not to show any match footage or audio, unfortunately. But yeah, like I mentioned, you can find it on, depending on what country you're in. You got Spark Sport, you got Stan Sport, you got KO. If you're in Australia and the UK, you can watch this game on Sky Sports, I believe they have got. DSTV in South Africa, I don't believe has this game, but there are other options, depending on what country you're in the world, for free and also for paid subscription services. I say Dean Jones' worst mistake as well, says A there.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but he came off and said he didn't get me. So.
Well, once again from Southie. Currently, he's going to be, normally when people say that Southie could be taken out of the side, that's when he ends up getting a 5 for, isn't it?
Well, he has to, because they start talking, don't they? Who's our sacrificial lamb? Well, at this stage, it has to be Jamison, doesn't it? You can't drop Henry after 9 wickets and hopefully he gets his 10-wicket bag and scoring a 50 not out.
Yeah.
You can't drop a guy for that. Because it's here again, isn't it?
Yep, Hadley Oval.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Canterbury boy, that's well played once again from Hamza. It's just edging slowly into his innings. 6 runs off 23 at that time. That Aussie skipper asked Jones why he said that to Ambrose, and he said that he had 2 kids as well, says A. And also, let's change it. If you had to leave New Zealand, what country will you choose to be next home country?
I've always wanted to go to Aussie for a year and either stay in Melbourne or Sydney and just watch all the sport. You know, just go to every sport there is at the big stadiums, but only for a year.
No longer than a year?
No.
Couldn't handle Australians for more than a year.
And then again, if you want your next home country, well, I don't like the cold. So, but then some of the islands are too hot. So you want that medium, you know, about 25 degrees every day.
Ooh.
So where's an island that has 25 degrees every day that you can just relax?
You might be heading to maybe Spain.
Ooh, haven't been to Spain.
Greece.
I've been to Greece. That was fun. Sorry. Cool food. Yeah. Driving on the wrong side of the road in a Jeep.
Like, because that's the side that they drive on? Or
yeah, they
just,
do.
Okay, I was going to say, interesting.
But the chick we were with kept driving it because she from New Zealand as well. She kept driving on the wrong side of the road. The actual wrong side of the road. So we had to sack her, and I was the designated driver after that.
Go to the Antarctica to see the Northern Lights as well, says Jack there.
Well, they reckon the cruise round, where are we talking? Up north America. Where am I trying to think of? Oh, you know how you just go absolutely blank?
Yeah.
There was a TV program on it too. Where's a map of the world?
And also both get hottish, maybe Croatia as well. And on the sea is beautiful. And then Alaska.
Alaska, that's what, Alaska. Yeah, they reckon the cruise around Alaska is absolutely brilliant. I mean, I don't like the cold, but they reckon it's one of the best cruises in the world. Though, of course, at the moment you probably can't do it, but yeah. So I'd like to do that.
Oh,
maybe. But yeah, I'd have to get some really good thermals.
Kyle Jamieson into the bowling attack.
Oh,
second over. What's the call? This is his first, and West Indies lost to India by 9 runs today. I did see that they lost again up against them. The worst thing is they're getting closer. They just miss out by a little bit. And also what happened to the Southern Kings, the South African rugby team, I'm not too sure. Like they got taken out of the competition, and then from there we've never really seen them again. I guess they developed into a different side. But it seemed rough in the pro or the URC now that they ditched a couple of the already teams in there to then bring in the new South African sides. It's going to be straight away pitched up or over pitched, in fact, from Kyle Jamieson. And that is going to be at least 2 runs. Colin Agrono does throw it for the arm, and it doesn't quite get it to the stance. And also West Indies lost by 9 runs, and also in the Cape Town, as well, says Beverly. And also Pitcairn Island.
Lots of suggestions, isn't there?
And it been liquidated last I saw as well. And in the series, Gareth, so that would have been the tour of Alaska, I assume.
Okay.
They're very quick between the wickets, these two. Look at Bavuna, he's just bulleting.
Almost lapped him, and the poor guy down the other end has to keep up, doesn't he?
Just left alone outside of the off stump there, Hamza. And he'll have to make sure that, like, that's the thing for South Africa here, the last thing any batsman wants is to throw his way his wicket.
Yeah.
And just one of those shots that you didn't really need to do, such as maybe chasing an extra wide one or playing a cut shot or something to a ball that's just not quite there for it. Oh, no, the Kings have been liquidated, not the Alaskan tour.
Oh.
I feel generous for South Africa today. I'm saying 150, says Jack Dean.
Oh.
Bit of pop off the surface there.
Yeah, see, they don't have to chase the ball because, as I say, they've got to bat for at least 2 days to make New Zealand bat again.
Would you wear those pineapple glasses?
No. But that's actually a cricket shirt, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, there's a Brendan McCullum shirt. Ryan Elliott, another one of our fellow South Africans.
Oh.
And also, no, Faf, no chance. Is on there, says it was from Gareth. Currently, I am holding back a sneeze again.
Yeah.
I know.
Do you want me to bop you in the nose?
Maybe. And also, 46 for 4, as is a schoolboy South African side as well. And I mean, they've just been struggling, haven't they? Lucky Bavuma's got 28. I would say, because everyone else, I mean, we had 2 ducks from the openers, then 2 runs from Makram. Rossi van der Dussen only got 9 runs. Jamieson once again outside of the All-Star Mumsa leaves it alone, and Bavuma is a good batsman. Alaska's nice place, but too cold as well.
Yeah.
There's an insane warrior there. Currently, the 4 wickets down, 6 wickets to win this game for the Black Cats. Currently, the wind and the rain will be coming at about 3 p.m., I believe it will be.
Well, we've only got the cold wind at the moment. I don't think it's raining out there yet, is it?
No, not quite. So,
yeah, so it might be a bit later. Yeah.
And also, even when South Africa won against India, they weren't winning convincingly. Although just to win against India is very impressive in its own right, isn't it? We weren't able to do it.
No. We did when it counted.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Would you ever try and eat KFC on a water slide?
No.
No?
Every time I see the price of those, I go, oh.
It's pretty much a chicken tender and a pit of bread for $4, isn't it?
It is very nice. Very nice. But $4. Oh.
And also,
then again, you can't get anything decent apart from a pizza for a low price, can you?
Although, have you seen the price of those Valentine's Day pizzas?
No.
So pretty much a large cheese pizza, let's just say, or a large cheese and ham pizza is $5.
Yeah.
Then a large cheese and ham pizza cut in the shape of a heart is about $12.
Of course it is.
And it's like, it's not that much more effort, is it, to shape it in it's not $7 worth.
I saw someone, what are those long ones called? Limousine? No.
Yeah, the limousine ones.
Yeah, I saw a guy walking out of Pizza Hut the other day with one of those.
Oh, yeah?
Oh. I felt like going over to him and saying, "Can I have a look at that?" But I didn't.
Yeah.
That would have been a bit weird.
And also, I was angry last night when they cancelled the Blues game. Yeah, it is a shame. Roger Tuivasa Sheck. First of all, Bunnings NBC had to wait all season to not play a game for Auckland. And now, hopefully, he doesn't have to wait all season to not play a game for the Blues.
Mm.
Maybe it's just not meant to be. Maybe he doesn't get to make that debut, but hopefully he does in the near future. Remember that time when AB de Villiers made 43 from 297 in an attempted draw, says Kevin. That's the thing. If these two really dig in their heels and the Christchurch weather becomes not so nice,
Wow.
could have the end of this day rained off, could have the next day, possibly a few hours of that taken out of the equation. And then all of a sudden you're going from needing to bat over 200 overs to maybe only 100 or something. Maybe a few more, though, probably about 150 rather than 250. Left alone that one, swung a little bit more inwards for Tim Southey. It's a good lever. What is Donna all-time favourite movie?
Dirty Dancing.
Is that Patrick Swayze?
Followed closely by A Pretty Woman. And then we've got Love Actually and Sweet Home Alabama.
Okay.
He's getting the picture.
Yeah. Bit of a feel-good rom-com, eh?
Yeah.
Although probably not really. Dirty Dancing's not a rom-com, is it?
No.
It's just a rom.
That's just Patrick.
It's just Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
I said it on another live stream. There's not many women over the age of 40 who don't love themselves a little bit of Patrick Swayze.
Yeah. Novma might agree with me if she's listening today.
Also, he was getting along with CSA. Also kicked him in the teeth by taking the captaincy away, and he decided to find his happiness elsewhere as well. And also, we have got there, I just looked at weather. It's fine most of tomorrow and Monday, says Ben.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was originally going to be pretty rough today and Sunday, but it seems to have really cleared up for the Sunday side of it, and it's coming a lot later for the rain today than it was anticipated.
Yeah, because earlier in the week, it was going to be raining now.
Yeah. Apparently, Southey already taken the 2 wickets. This is getting into his 10th over almost. And Bavuma, he just wants to play some shots, doesn't he? And I was just having everyone is leaving. The crisis is never ending. De Villiers, Amlad, too many, Fuff, the list goes on and on. All at wrong time, season same warrior there. Bavuma, final ball to face. Well played once again. Right. Well, you know what this over is, don't you?
Wicket taking over from Jamieson.
Maybe. Could be the case. If it is, I would be very impressed. My eye is itchy.
Yeah, that's allergies.
Yeah. Why does that happen? Why is the flower such a dangerous species?
Just Google it. We're doing the cricket. We're not doing nature.
Pizza or KFC, Donna?
Pizza. Pizza Hut pizza. Then again, I might be enticed to try other pizzas at the moment.
Really?
Because, apart from the cheese pizza, they haven't really been that. Oh! Jamieson, second over. Didn't he say second ball, though?
No, he says second over. And Humza's going to be gone.
Is that why?
That was a lot, yeah. That was a lot of excitement from you, wasn't it?
Oh, it was a good ball, though.
6 off 32. And now Jamieson, he's going to be on his way. Oopsies, we all go like this.
Did you call it or what?
And I was like, well, wicket. And they always overcook the rain forecast this time of the year as well, says Ben. But that's going to be Humza out 6 runs off 32. And that is going to be now 46 for 5 for the South Africans. I think, that was, he called it very well, didn't he?
They did. Okay, next prediction. Yeah.
Oh, and Donna Pierce, I love you with the question mark for the movie.
It's all right. It's probably not one of my top 10, though. Sorry.
Who's in that one?
Oh, I can't think of the names. When you put on the spot.
And who called it as Aussies, Gareth? It was my dad. He did end up calling that one.
Yeah.
From about 4 or 5 overs ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And before Kyle Jamieson was actually bowling as well.
Yeah.
And also, you have so much fun to ask questions for Kiwi family as well, says Kevin.
We like to share, don't we?
Yeah.
As long as they're not too personal.
Although the personal ones I just end up answering without thinking, don't I?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, you're a bit too forthcoming with your...
Yeah.
You've got to keep some things private, Hamish.
Whoops.
Oh,
I mean, I described...
Gareth's going to bed.
I could go to bed, Gary, yeah. Currently sitting at 12:43 a.m. in South Africa.
Oh, yeah, well, we'll let you away with it. You'll be able to wake up to the result in the morning. Sorry.
Although he's the normal master predictor, you see.
Oh, that's right.
Gareth, how many runs Bavuma getting? Do you let me know? And also, your mama can cook which fast food and home burgers or pizza for you, as well as coding. I mean, I think pizza-wise, I think I've cooked you more homemade pizzas than you've cooked me homemade pizzas lately.
Yeah.
I cook her a nice cheese and bacon.
I love the cheese and bacon one. Yeah.
Bit of a barbecue swirl on that as well.
Because look, your dad won a pizza oven, but we just haven't used it. And I'm keen to use it, but yeah, need a decent recipe for pizza dough, I think.
Nicely taken by Daryl Mitchell there. And also Freedom says over and also Bavuma 106. That's how we ever got all out under 100. And then also good morning, all hi, Donna and Hamish PS. I don't lose my rag when I hear the name Patrick Swayze as well.
Yeah, but you're a bloke. Just ask a female. Hopefully Nov Mum's listening and she can put her 2 cents in, but if she's not, I'll remind her later. And
Jamison now.
Oh.
Verena getting right behind that one. Good to see Crusaders back tonight, says Jake. It is indeed. And we are going to be covering that game on the channel. Crusaders versus Hurricanes. That is going to be at 7:05. And then after that, we have got Reds versus Rebels. But before that game, it is going to be Chiefs versus Highlanders. And that will be at 4:35. Even if this game is not quite over by that stage, we will be going over to do the Super Rugby for the start of that one as well. And also, we have got there Giacuzzi. What are the live odds at the moment? So I believe for South Africa to win is paying probably about $101, something along those lines.
New Zealand to win, we're $1.01 or 1.001.
And that was before those last couple of wickets.
That was before we started play.
Ooh. But a yes, no to Gronome, able to cut that one off. Keep it at just a single. 4:14 a.m. in India at the moment. Your fans says the same Warriors.
That's impressive.
Well and truly up throughout the night.
Just to listen to a commentator and you can't see the game. Very impressive.
Very impressive indeed.
Yeah.
Verena, very impressive batsman.
See, none of these names ring a bell, to be honest, because I haven't watched a lot of South Africa cricket.
Has this game made you want to watch more of it?
More of the Black Caps, yeah. Of course.
Yeah, so now, the yes, no, but they won't be throwing that one at the stance. Do you know how YouTube give you a percentage of where your subscribers are from? What's your top 5 countries they're from? I mean, I could probably guess it. I don't know the exact percentages and everything, but I know for us personally, New Zealand, Australia, Fiji, South Africa, and then the 5th's probably maybe England or maybe Ireland, maybe somewhere up there.
Oh, wow.
I think it's a Northern Hemisphere one anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Slotting in, but I could also be somewhere else in the Southern Hemisphere, perhaps maybe Argentina. We have a few people from for the kind of the Pumas side of it.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
I think those are probably our kind of top 5 readers. So if I go to the UK, I feel like that
covers everyone. Yeah.
Kind of everywhere up there. We need a freedom streaker as well. And there says over here, not sure about that for this game.
This is New Zealand. It's too cold.
Yeah. I feel like, motorbikes. That's quite a few of them. I haven't seen a motorbike rally in a long time. In terms of like hyper motorbikes going somewhere, you know, you used to see it all the time.
Most weekends there used to be a rally, but at the time, you know, during these times, I don't think it's too hard to have them on. But because I don't even know if the March here is on.
No.
Haven't heard anything, so I'm assuming it's not. So
Well, play once again. And also, could you buy food and live off a channel with 9K subs? Personally, I cannot. Like, I've had to dig deep into the funds of when I was working to be able to kind of do this relatively full time. Like, well, that's the thing. It is completely full time, but it's not a full time income type thing. But we still love it, don't we?
That's why he's still living at home.
Yeah, with my mumsy and my dadsy.
Trying to encourage out the door, but
yeah, that's all right. If I was out the door, you couldn't join me for the live streams.
I'd come round.
Would you?
Maybe. I'm hooked at times on this. Can't you tell? Because I was humming and hawing this morning, and I was thinking, do I do work or do I come and do the live stream? Live stream one in the end.
There you go. They're playing with where the bowler is landing the ball as well. And there's Gareth. And yeah, they've increased their length today so far, Black Cat. So that's because they're kind of lurking for that LBW. And a hold up would end South Africa start at 95 because it's second innings as well. So pretty much at this stage, they are still trailing by 340 runs.
Yeah.
So they're still a long way behind here, South Africa, with 5 wickets down.
Yeah.
So it's more of the case of how long is this game going to be going for, more than will South Africa be able to come back and get the win here.
Yeah, I think it's how long can they survive. Because it has been pretty good bowling. They're not giving a lot away.
Oh, okay. New Zealand versus India was actually taking place in Queenstown as well.
Yeah, all 5 games are down there. Yeah, so the cricket's down there and the rugby, which seems a bit bizarre, doesn't it?
Yeah, they keep him busy. But league siders from Tim Southey whipped away, and that's going to be at least 2 runs now.
Just gets a bit straight on that one, didn't he?
Kevin Conway fields it. And also, have you heard of the big storm in the UK 4 died as well? Says FB. I haven't actually read any of the news. I was talking about this yesterday. I have no idea what's going on in the world.
No,
like,
nothing at all.
I know what's happening in sport. That's it.
Yeah.
My world is sport, pretty much. Like, I sit here all day, like, whether it's doing a live stream, whether it's editing, whether it's, like, researching, like, teams.
Yeah.
That's about all I do. So I have no idea what's happening.
You'd be pretty handy at his sports quiz.
I should be anyway. But I feel like I'd end up, like, well and truly blowing it under the pressure. Like, just forget everything I know about sport on the spot.
Well, you'd be no good then.
Yeah.
There's no point taking you if you're not going to win it for us.
We have got there, how do you teach your pets when they do something wrong? Shout at them or discipline them as well, says Jack Dean. I mean, our cat overall, he doesn't really do too much wrong. And he's not really, like, he's not the brightest tool in the shed, I guess you could say. Or the sharpest tool in the shed.
He's like a naughty kid trying to get attention when we ignore him, isn't he? That's when he's naughty. But at the moment, he has a bad habit of just sitting in the driveway.
Yeah, he just sits there and doesn't move. So you have to wait for him for ages before you're allowed to bring the car up.
Have to wait for someone to come and grab him out of the way.
And luckily, Bangladesh have South Africa for the next test as well, says FB edits. And also, if you were to move out, would you live in a town you're in or move places? I mean, the town that I'm in is probably cheaper. And my friends, a couple of my friends are here. So I'd probably stay in the region. But then if we were to do anything in terms of, like, I know that this is way, way, way in the future, but if we were ever to end up with some sort of Kiwi Lads, like, kind of studio type thing, it would probably have to be in a bigger place. But that's probably not going to happen.
Jeepers. Aim high, though. Why not?
And also in the UK, people's car bins and people were flying in the air as well, says FB. So I assume very strong winds then, or maybe tornado. So along those lines. What year did Donna enjoy the most, 2022 or the 90s?
Probably the 90s.
It's one of those ones. Times were simpler back then, weren't they?
Oh, definitely. Yep. A lot less pressures and all that. You could actually buy a house. I don't know that you can now, which is a bit of a shame for you young ones coming through. You know, they've got to make it affordable again, don't they? Otherwise, what are you aiming for?
Mum for Prime Minister.
Yeah, right. Have you seen how sick she looks? Or, you know, heard one of the weight of the whole country on your shoulders when you don't. People are against you all the time. Even if you do something right, they still are against you. I mean, you can never make the right decision because someone will always say it was the wrong one, and you can't please everyone. But so why would you want to be there?
That's kind of like YouTube, like as well. Like you can make the best video in the world, and there still be someone who's like, "This video was too good," and like they would literally comment saying, "Like I'm jealous of this." Like,
yeah, but they also make mean comments too, don't they? You know, why is everyone so mean? Why do people have to be mean all the time?
Yeah. As I've read about the South Africa squad, but whereas the regular keeper as well, says Robert, I believe he's either stayed in South Africa, maybe, unless we're talking about Quinton de Kock, then he has retired from Test match cricket just because he was having a child. And I think that's the thing. For him, it would have been the right decision. I know that the public don't think it is, but like maybe he comes out of retirement once things do settle down and he can guarantee that he won't be away on the road for like 5 months at a time type thing.
Did you mention the IPL?
IPL, no. Why? What's happening there?
Well, he's in it.
Like Quinton de Kock. Oh, yeah, no. Short format, he's all good for. Doesn't mind short format, just Test match cricket, too difficult.
Yeah,
5
but
days.
short format, you get paid a lot more.
Those are big bucks.
Yeah, but it seems bizarre that if you don't want to travel with your team, you'll go to a foreign country for 2 months.
Yeah, but it's for big money.
It is for big money, I know, and it probably sets him up for the rest of his life, but it seems to be a bit of a...
Do New Zealand have nice villas to rent with swimming pools for holidays? Not hugely, I'd say. There's some nice regions, but I wouldn't say we've got probably villas. We're more kind of hotels. We don't even really have resorts, do we?
Not really, not unless you go to sort of Queenstown might have the odd one, but in Auckland may have, I don't know. We're sort of not renowned for it. Not like Aussie when you get, rooftop pools and all that sort of thing. Because we haven't really got the climate for it either, have we?
Nah. Swimming in cold is just like, it's not the same, is it?
No, it's not.
A
lot of B&Bs and that now.
Probably Australia's villas are better, so that was pretty much.
Yeah, probably. But I mean, there are those other resorts, those holiday apartments and that they have all around the world, those sort of things. I think, I can't remember, affordable holidays and all that sort of thing. Those they have their own resorts, but I think they're mainly Queenstown and Auckland too, aren't they?
Is it affordable holidays?
Oh, whoever they are. There's a whole heap of different ones.
They are the ones that steal your money, aren't they?
No.
No.
No. There's all these, holiday like timeshares and stuff that you can get into.
Short ball there from Jamison.
But whether they have any resorts in New Zealand, I don't know.
Those are currently number one as well. He's in St. Marie, and I think Donna should run for president for New Zealand next as well. And also, Donnie, how many times did you get slapped by the ruler back then at school?
No, none.
None?
Don't think so. Someone pushed me through a window once.
Just for fun?
Just for fun, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I didn't even cut my hand.
Okay. But then you broke your fist on their face?
No.
Okay.
No, that was at primary school.
Okay.
Everyone was impressed that I didn't, no scratch.
So,
I did sort of pushed me and I went like sort of through the window.
Okay.
The door, glass door.
Nice.
Yeah, well, I thought, yeah.
At that moment, you knew you were superhuman.
Must have been, yeah. Bloody lucky, really.
And also next week cricket is Afghanistan tour at Bangladesh. Who's winning? Oh, okay. If it's in Bangladesh, I'd say Bangladesh because their pitches are very much so favoured to their team. But then saying that, Afghanistan probably quite like those conditions because they've got some very talented spinners, 3 ODI and 2 T20. So you're looking at the spin attack of it. Afghanistan's spin attack have come a long way. Like the fact that like the BBL just pretty much every team almost has an Afghanistan spinner, whether it's Rashid Khan, whether it's Majid, the youngster, whether it's going to be, who else we got? Muhammad Nabi. a little bit older, but also still a very good spinner for Afghanistan. So I'd say Bangladesh should win, but Afghanistan, if their pace bowling attack can really keep it economical as well, because I think that's going to be the big one. Bangladesh, they're going to have to make sure that their pace bowlers bowl well, because spin's going to be the more effective weapon on the pitches. I think, anyway.
Okay.
Matt Henry still just outside of the off stump with that line and length. Currently 5 down here for the South Africans. We're sitting at 12 almost here in New Zealand. We've got another hour of this session. Rashid Khan's scary, but he's at the PSL right now. Oh, so he's actually, okay, so if he's missing, do you know who else is missing for Afghanistan?
Yeah, because they
that one?
got a couple of spinners, haven't they?
I'm trying to think of who else they've got. They've got a list of about 5 spinners. Zahir Khan. There's also another one from the BBL. I think there's one other.
Labuschagne?
Lois Kakni.
Whatever that one is.
Oh, no, not Lois Kakni. Sorry. What's his name? Sandeep Lawashane.
Yeah.
He's Nepalese.
Oh, so is he not Afghanistan?
No.
Well,
I don't even know if Nepal have a cricket
I was about
team.
to say, so who does he play for? He'd have to go play for another country, wouldn't he?
Although, I think someone was saying about when Nepal playing Oman or something in the near future. They are just showing you the pitch. It's looking quite brown at the moment, isn't it?
Well, didn't someone, who was playing when the wicket keeper didn't run the guy out? The batter collided with the bowler and he ran. Oh, he's running. It collided with the bowler and someone threw the ball into the wicketkeeper, but the wicketkeeper didn't run him out.
Not sure.
That was during the week. But
Playing Ireland.
playing Ireland. Who? Nepal? Who were playing them? Who? I'm bloody deaf. You have to come in here, can't you?
Case Ahmed, another Afghanistan spinner here, very good one. That is playing for, is he at the Melbourne Stars now, I think? He was at the Hobart Hurricanes, but transferred to the Melbourne Stars this year. And also Aussie tour in Pakistan, you say an easy win? I wouldn't say easy, but Australia at the moment seem to be very good.
On
across all
home soil.
formats.
On home soil.
Oh, okay. So you're saying
Pakistan have got a point to prove playing at home. Because when was the last time anyone's toured there?
I think someone said like 19 or 25 years ago or something.
Oh, it's been a while, and I know that we got shit for calling it off, and England followed suit, but they didn't get any threats, did they? So, but I think they've proven in the PSL that, you know, you can play cricket there with all the...
Also, it was Scotland versus Ireland. I think I can find, or I think I can find out for you as well. So Scotland versus Ireland, a little bit of a Six Nations in the cricket. Imagine Six Nations in the cricket. I feel like it would be just dominated by England, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because it would, I mean, Ireland or Scotland would probably be second. Wales, that I know of, don't really have much of a cricketing team.
Who don't have?
Wales.
Yeah, I don't know.
France don't play. Italy don't play, but they hardly play rugby either, do they?
Yeah, you got to feel so. Well, they play soccer though.
Because they're actually trying to kick them out of the Six Nations and replace them with South Africa.
I saw that headline.
Although I believe South Africa have said no now.
Oh, okay.
They've gone, not happening.
What, because of all the shit that we could follow?
I don't know. It's just what's in there at the moment. It might change. Might not change. Pakistan win for sure as well as Gareth there. And if Pakistan win, that's big money and fat checks and more tour revenues for future as well.
Yeah.
And there's FP edits. And also, who would you say the most well-known New Zealand sports player of all time is? Like if you interview people around the world, what New Zealand sports player would they say? Or, okay. Well, first of all, for rugby-wise, Richie McCaw, Dan Carter were the two that kind of came to mind.
Yeah.
I'd say some people know Jonah Lomu, but probably not as much
as Richie
McCaw, Dan Carter. cricket-wise, Richard Hadley, mate. Oh, but then outside of cricket, people
Brendan
don't really
McCullum.
know. It could be Brendan McCullum. It's,
They seem to. Well, Kane Williamson.
So I guess it just depends what country you're going to and what sport
Yeah.
like you're kind of talking as well.
If you had to pick a dark day for New Zealand cricket, which one would you pick? Underarm.
Underarm, you go?
Yep.
Okay. I know that a lot of other
but
people.
Then the next one would be the
2019 World Cup.
Yeah.
I was going to say that one for a lot of people. Jameson at the moment is getting a little bit of swing, 1 degree. Tim Southey actually 1.6 degrees of swing. And then Matt Henry only getting it to move 0.3. It just shows how much he's seaming the ball off the surface and how much of a difference that can make. Whereas if it was Nepal versus Ireland where the bowler tripped the bat over and the Nepal team didn't run him out.
Yeah.
It says Scott Jones and Wales have a country cricket team. And there says Robert Hooker there. And also, I can't wait for the T20 World Cup. The sad thing is, as much as the entertainment coming, are we getting older as well? Says FB Edits there. I guess that's just like everything, though. Like, my phone's getting older, sadly. It's actually, my phone's very damaged. Like, if I was as damaged as my phone, like, it would not be good.
No.
It just gets glitched, doesn't work properly. It also doesn't make sense. England cricket coach got fired, but Joe Root continues captain. Why was James Anderson and Stuart Broad left out of England tour? This is Kevin. I think the whole Ashes, definitely the first few games, they just got it wrong for the selection and then also for tactical sides of it.
Yeah. When's Archer coming back?
Jofra Archer, I think he's a month or so, maybe 2 months, but I know that he signed for an IPL team. He's not even going to be playing in the IPL, but he's getting big bucks from one of them just to be locked in.
Wow.
So that no one else can have him pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, we have the worst test innings score to our name too as well, says Johnny there. Jameson now once again pitching it over. Just a little bit too much in the arena. Batting that one nicely, and that will be pulling up there. They will be able to get the 3. How much an hour would you say is enough to live a comfy life as well, says FB Edits. I guess it depends on how many hours you do in a week as well. But like the living wage in New Zealand, how much is the living wage? Like $22?
It's going up again, isn't it? 1st of April.
Something like that. So yeah, pretty much.
Well, that's the minimum wage. I don't know what the living
Is living wage about 25?
Yeah, living wage is getting up there now, I reckon. About probably 23, 24.
So yeah, I guess that's kind of like stock standard in New Zealand of what the living wage like amount is. You probably got to work 40 hours a week on that.
Full time, yep.
Things are getting more expensive, aren't they?
Inflation's going up. Everything's going up. Petrol prices are pretty expensive at the moment. So is, you go to the grocery shop. You wouldn't know that though.
No. I wake up at a random hour at night time, like at like 10 p.m. because sometimes I stay up all night doing my live streams, and then I wake up and the cupboard's just full. And I'm like, geez, look at that. We got some biscuits. The shop boy and also how you should join the New Zealand Army. They would probably get sick of me within like 2 weeks. They'd be like, right, Amish, stop commentating what we're bloody doing. We know what we're doing. we made the drills. So yeah, I don't know how well that would go. And also I don't have that ruthless like bone in my body. Like someone, like literally if I was a cop, I would not give out any tickets. Like someone would be like, oh, sorry. And I'll be like, yeah, all right. Just don't do it again. Yeah, so I don't think I've quite got that ruthless and needed or like slightly strict bone. Only Bavuma sitting on 30 runs, doing very nicely. Does not, I think Hamish will make a good dad as well, says Kevin there.
Oh, of course he will, Look who his mum and dad are. Good role models.
Nice.
What am I going to say that? Nah, you'd be shit.
Also, you aren't going to challenge the accountant by joining the army, mate. as well. There says Johnny. Yeah, me mum, she is the accountant, isn't she?
I am.
Nicely done once again. Bavuma running hard. Does make it through his own. In your opinion, who's the slowest batsman in Test cricket? Probably Pujara, but he does it in a way that is effective. For himself, he kind of makes it work. Labuschagne at times can be relatively slow as well, but he just bats time out there. And Hamish, if you join the army, you use a cricket bat instead of a shotgun as well. And then also we have got the inflation plus global warming. World's doomed in 100 years as well.
Yeah,
as it was there.
Yeah, well, who predicted a pandemic 2 years ago?
See, that's a weird thing. Like in 20 years' time, like if people still use like literal books, although they probably don't still use literal books, like they'll probably more than likely use like their Chromebooks, or they'll be like fancy hovering screens by then. And they'll look back and they'll see us in there, not us literally, but they'll see like when like it all hit and whatnot. And like, yeah, it'll be weird, won't it?
That will be.
A little bit of pop there for Henry and Richardson as well. And this is Johnny, and also accountants in the UK make good money, to be honest. Okay. And this is FB. Do they make good money here?
Depends where you work. If you're working for the big firms, you might. But, there's only 3 in our office plus the boss. So.
And also we want to listen to Hamish commentary as well. The others doing the army leave opportunities. Others do. We have some social responsibility too.
Fair enough.
So it sounds like I can't join it because I've got to do the commentary.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
But you don't get paid enough for the commentary.
That's true.
It's one of those, real job. Live with mum and dad. Real job.
Yeah, that one. If you could hit 10K before summer, you could enjoy the holidays in peace as well. Says FB. Although that's the thing, I don't think we took many days off last year at all. In terms of, even if there was no rugby or cricket on, it was always preparing for the next weekend, filming videos and everything. I think I had like 3 days off last year.
Did you?
Like 3 proper? No, probably not. Probably 2 proper days. I got Christmas off. Other than that, though, there was always something going on.
Yeah, we didn't see much of you, did we?
No, even if it's literally just like trying to clean up a hard drive that's got about 10,000 like files on it. Trying to organise all my thumbnails and all that stuff. By the way, is your mum a chartered accountant or tax?
I'm what you call an accounting technician.
Ooh.
Yeah. So not quite a chartered accountant. Too much study for a chartered accountant.
And also, your favourite cricket team apart from New Zealand says I like watching. I like watching Australia's Test match bowling, but I also love watching probably someone like I know this sounds because he's from Jamaica, of course, but I love watching the West Indies play T20 cricket. Because you just never know what you're going to get to see. Like with Chris Gale, when he used to go out to the middle, like you're going to see some big shots. And also, South Africa used to be very good to watch as well for their short format.
Well, with Chris Gale, he'll be none off 8, and then he'll have 50 off 20.
Yeah. I'll play it once again. That is going to be the end of the 25th over, and also that's why chartered and tax make lots of money, trust me as well.
Okay.
And there says FB there. Currently 60 for 5. This current point in time. Trailing by 327. We've got another 50 minutes left of this session. Then it's a 40-minute break. And then we are going to be back for 1:40 to 3:40. Will be the next session. The question is, will the game be over by then?
That was you.
Wait for it. He'll get bowled now. He's going to get bowled. Surely gets bowled. Surely gets bowled.
Oh, shot.
Yeah, no, that's not me.
Yeah, no, got to fall for that.
I remember trying to play a cut shot and getting clean bowled.
The kids have all the gear too, don't they?
Fancy bats and whatnot. I was enjoying New Zealand's game, even though their winning Bangladesh game was more entertaining as well, or had more entertainment, says FB Edits there. And also West Indies team is entertaining in T20s because of the power hitting, even though they lose sometimes.
Yeah.
And there says like that's the thing. Even if they lose, you still know there's going to be one moment in that game that just lights up the ground.
Yeah, yeah. But
Like
they've always played that way, though, haven't they?
Like they could lose, but someone will hit 105-meter six or something like that just to try and really, like, you're going to walk away from a game with entertainment no matter what.
You know,
like whether it's a bowler getting a wicket and doing a bit of a dance or something like that. Like they're just entertainers in the way that they play. And also 50 off 20 or shaking is Wang at the physio, world boss style.
Yeah.
Just a little bit too leg side-ish there.
I suppose if you make a big deal of them, that's what happens, isn't it? They can do no wrong in their eyes.
I mean, New Zealand, they haven't got a wicket for a little while. And it sounds weird to say because of the fact that, like, this is a normal amount of time normally that you wouldn't get a wicket in a test match. But I think it's because of the start that they had with how many wickets they got so quickly. It feels like it's been a long time, doesn't it? Is there going to be another one in this over?
Don't know.
I'm going to say not the next Henry over, but the Henry over after that.
We get another 2 overs.
Maybe. Yeah, he goes all right. Oh, actually, no, Wagner will probably end up coming in soon, won't he?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I will let you know.
Have you noticed how we've changed our length, though? And when Bangladesh, that first test, we were bowling short.
Yeah.
Way too short. And now we've just decided that we're just bowling in length, and it's worked.
I've just realised how many slips and gullies we have actually got. We've got 3 slips, we've got 2 gullies, and we've also got a backward point.
So it's moving a bit.
Like, we get pretty much 3/4 of the team in the slip cordon.
Yeah, so there's plenty of gaps.
T20 World Cup, I'm looking forward to see Bangladesh and Afghanistan. Bangladesh have a couple hard hitters in BPL this year, says FB, and also West Indies versus New Zealand 2019 World Cup, and also Carlos Braithwaite, 105-run New Zealand win. Henry took wickets off Braithwaite, boundary catch as well. And also, Hamish, have you ever bowled a Yorker? Not very often, because I was more spin than pace.
Yeah, you went to a spin, didn't you?
Although I did used to bowl a mean leg cutter as my medium pace delivery. Because I pretty much just bowl my leg spinner, except I bowl it quicker. And no one knew what was going on with it because, like, no one bowled cutters at that age. So I just get it to do a little bit of a leg spin, flick of the pinky, and Bob's your uncle.
Get wickets?
Yeah. It actually, in 90% of the time, and that's not even an exaggeration, 90% of the time when I actually decided to bowl it, it got a wicket.
Wow.
I should have bowled it more.
Bowled it all the time.
I didn't want to make it too obvious, so it would be like maybe twice a spell or something, or once a spell. I'd like just whip one out and see whether or not it worked out. It's going to be on the front foot. Nice drive there. And now Verena been able to get that one almost way to the boundary, but just doesn't quite get it there. Imagine getting Yorkers on a private, on the private way. Imagine getting Yorkers on the private by Jimmy Anderson or Stark. Getting Yorker, is that's on the price, as in like a full toss?
Yeah, it has to be a full toss, not Yorker.
Oh, it's a no ball. Speaking of no balls, Jamison bowling one. Also, Hamish is fast leg spinner. How come he bowl? There as well, says insane. And also, I'm so glad for technology, bring people together, stop old post letters as well, says Kevin. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you used to, if you wanted to talk to someone in a different country 10 years ago, you'd have to send them a letter, wait 5, probably actually longer, probably about 10 days, and then they'd get it. And then you wouldn't know if they got it or not till the 10 days passed again and they sent you one back saying.
Only if they send it back straight away.
Whereas now it's like you can send it on like Messenger or something, and then you can tell when they've seen it. So you can tell when someone's ignoring you, can't you?
You can, yeah.
26 overs at the moment, 64 for 5. Do you miss the old times when you were young? As I know, do you use Snapchat? Says FB Edits. Not really. I'm terrible at Snapchat.
Yeah, I don't get Snapchat. Well, you know, so people send me one and I go, look at it once and then it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I go, okay. Whereas Messenger, you take a photo and send it to someone, and they can keep it or not.
But I miss the days when I was young, not hugely. I guess I miss school a little bit just because, like, you got to, even though it was doing work, you still got to hang out with your friends, like, each day as well. So I feel like that was a lot of fun. But then, like, you know, I wouldn't have been able to do this at school, would I?
No.
Wouldn't have been able to stay up till like 4 a.m. doing live streams on the weekends. Or maybe on the weekends, but definitely not during the week. Doing them as well. And it's for nudes, Donna, in there. Snapchat. So that if you send someone a nice little picture, they can't keep it. But then there's a thing called a screenshot. Yeah, so it's pretty much, it's an interesting one.
It is, isn't it?
And also best school lunch you've tried. We used to have chicken burgers from the canteen. They were nothing special, but they were like all right, I guess you'd say. Like they weren't terrible. And also Snapchats are used by teens, not really adults as well, says FB there.
Yeah.
And we run on the two. A little bit of hesitation there, but they do get through.
Or even the under 30s. Yeah, because my 2 workmates do use it.
Do they do streaks?
Eh?
Do they do streaks? Do you know what a streak is?
Well, a streak in my day was on the field.
I get the occasional like one that's just like streaks, which pretty much means if you message someone and they message you on a day, that counts as 1 day of your streak. So then if you do it for 5 days, it says 5 next to your name. I don't get the big deal about it in terms of like, it's just a number next to a name. And favourite player, West Indies till date. And mine's Brian Lara. Oh, very good player.
Yeah, you can't go past Brian Lara, can you? I mean, his stats says it all.
Well fielded there by Will Young in the end. And 15-year-old high school reunion this year. Let's stop talking about school, says Gareth. Those are always fun, aren't they? The reunions.
I haven't been to many at all. So
yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Everyone
tells you what they're up to and what's not.
Well, you wouldn't have been to any because you only just left.
Yeah. It's a good shot. And Bavuma now, he moves up onto 39. That ball does race to the boundary. It's a good shot. And this is a nice little counter attack here from the South Africans.
11 runs off this over.
And I was like, did your mum go university as well?
Polytech. But I did papers online at Open Polytech as well.
Just waits for that one, doesn't he? Plays it under the eye line, hits it out through cover and says thanks very much for the 4 runs. And he, to be fair, I would say if he can get a 50, it would be pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah. I mean, these two, dare I say it, looks pretty well set. Until he did that. See, put the mockers on him.
Bavuma currently, it seems like he's definitely a player who can be patient, but he loves getting bat on ball.
Oh, why wouldn't you?
And also, we've got there. Chippy was amazing. And and also mine is Chandapal because he was solid defense and his patience as well, says A.
Didn't he change his stance? Was he the one that almost was side on, front on? Near the end of his career, didn't he change his stance to almost, instead of side on, or he's a lefty, he was front.
Oh, okay.
He would stand sort of front on with his bat like that.
I remember who's the player who stands completely sideways? Like, as in straight towards square leg, standing there, and then he rotates.
That was
that
kind of ball at one stage.
And I can't believe Bavuma is so talented batsman. He's only scored 148 test matches. As this skating, so if he got another one here, it would be pretty awesome. The thing is, once the overcast conditions and the ball stops swinging a little bit more, it's actually decent batting conditions.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's salami and cheese, I think, maybe.
Not what I'd take to the cricket.
No.
I would. It's pizza, isn't it? I think.
That's it though. It looks like.
No, that looked like that same salami thing.
Yeah, it was. They're intrigued. They'll go back to it in a minute.
And I was agree with that. I think Donna has raised Hamish very well. Her seems like kindness soul on planet as well.
Yeah.
I don't really do too much terrible, do I?
No, you're a pretty good kid. You're not a kid anymore. You're an adult, aren't you?
I am apparently only by age, not by brain power.
You're pretty bright at school if you applied yourself, like most boys.
Yes.
But I mean, that's where the education system just needs a wee bit of a shake-up.
Whoa. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. It came, you know, if you tell a kid or if you tell a boy that you have to do this much to get an achieved, you'll do that much, won't you?
Yeah.
You won't do any more. But if you
What's the point? You got the achieved.
Yeah. But then if you tell a girl that you do this much for achieve, but if you do this much for an excellence, they go for an excellence. Because girls have a wee bit more driven at times than boys.
All right.
So, well, it's just the way they're made.
And although Barry Green is here at 1:22 a.m. for yourself, welcome into the live stream, mate. It is currently 12:23 for ourselves here. It's so nice. Some could abuse him for a year straight, and then if he did one thing wrong, he would say sorry, as Xavier Brown. Yeah. Like I mentioned about how if I was ever in a fight, like I would end up asking the other person if they're all right.
Yeah.
And then they would just cheap shot me.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can you do, eh?
What can you do?
And also, how's your day going today? I hope you're enjoying the cricket game between New Zealand and South Africa. We are indeed. And currently, that's a shot from Verena, and he is going to be getting a few more extra runs for himself. That is 4 more. And South Africa now moving towards that 100 mark. As where is this match being played? It is played in Christchurch at Hagley Oval, 3 hours up the road from ourselves. I think Jamieson's just pitching it up too much, isn't he? I think they're trying to chase that wicket now.
Yeah.
And they're just not quite getting it right. And also, Milan tried to bat like Chandapur once against Shane Warne, got out within 4 balls as well. And I'll say how many outs has New Zealand got? So at this stage, they have got South Africa 5 down. So they need 5 more to be able to win this match. Currently, the rain is supposed to be hitting later on in the afternoon. It's looking a bit cloudy, isn't it?
It's not raining here yet, though.
Not quite. It's going to be hit to the leg side once again. Another 2 runs. And Jamieson now going to be very expensive. And I wonder what the time there must be same as Bayou as us is Barry Green. So we are currently 12:25 and they are also 12:25 in Christchurch. I believe is there only one other time zone in New Zealand, and that's on one of the islands off to the side.
Oh, you mean Chatham's or something? I'm not sure.
I think that's what someone told me on another live stream.
I didn't realise Chatham's were a different time zone.
Is it Chatham or is it one of the other ones?
One of the other ones.
And you also live in New Zealand, we do indeed. Off the edge, it's over the top of the slip corner, and all 17 of them. And that throws it away to the boundary. And also, well, obviously, it's test grounds. Have you watched a test? I have only ever been to the MCG for the Boxing Day test 2019, New Zealand versus Australia. Other than that, though, no other overseas cricket grounds, I don't believe.
Not for a test match. No, you've been to the SCG to watch a rugby game. AFL game.
Yeah. And did you do a live stream for Waratahs versus Fiji and draw? I did indeed. And we have got live streams for all of the Super Rugby games today as well. If you guys are new, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And 12:25 a.m. people sleeping in New Zealand. And there's Barry Green. People sleeping in New Zealand, or we shouldn't be sleeping if it's around lunchtime, although anyone working a night shift probably would be for at this stage. But yeah, you guys in South Africa is certainly up late for this matchup. And Super Rugby just around the corner as well. And why are they playing so late in New Zealand though? So no, we are currently PM New Zealand, not AM, pretty much. So we are around lunchtime rather than midnight. Yeah. Neil Wagner.
Yeah, I was going to say he's
running into the crease now. His first delivery, is it short? Oh, it's not. It's actually pitched up.
Yeah, no, I don't think.
And also, who do you think is going to win tonight between the Chiefs and the Highlanders? I think it's going to be a close game. I said the Chiefs originally, but then I've looked at the lineups a few more times, and now I'm starting to think the Highlanders. But I think I'm going to go the Chiefs by only a couple, maybe. But we are live for that game as well. Okay. What did that hit down the leg side? Do you go upstairs? It's Bavuma. Of course, Neil Wagner. I think it's got a good noise.
Yep.
He would definitely be after that one. Is that Tim Southey? Tim Southey would say, even if it's that far away from the bat, he heard something.
Yeah.
Right. Did Bavuma get any of this, and what time are you doing the Chiefs versus Highlanders match? I believe it starts at 4:35, so we will be starting at around 4:15. I think that's just 5 bad. I think that's going to be fine. And also, I suppose, need sleep. Fun talk to Kiwi family as well. Says Kevin. So, yeah, we will see you later on. Even if this game is going to be over very soon. Oh, it's kind of close to the bat.
Oh.
Is that enough of a spike to be considered as an edge?
Yeah, there is too. But
Yeah.
so it's
just a random noise that was close.
It was close. Even the commentator went, oh.
I always find it funny. One of the commentators who he isn't on commentary, but he sits in the back.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, what was that? So it is going to be not out. New Zealand use up the review, and also Gareth asked the win was also good, although he didn't get his share of pie as well. And Will Wagner hardly bowls pitched up ball. It's mostly short ball right at your ribs as well. What time did you do Waratahs versus Fiji and draw a game? I think we did start at around 9:25 or somewhere around that mark. And also, is this match same as South Africa versus India, 90 over matches? And this is Barry Green. So pretty much we have got 90 overs a day for this one. We're up to day 3.
Oh.
Settle down. He might go upstairs.
I think he will.
He might go upstairs.
So.
I always that's the thing. I love watching LBWs, but I always think to myself, right,
it's
not
noises.
quite yet. We're just going to wait. But Wagner might have been able to get the breakthrough that they were needing. He was given his out. So this one's going to have to be well and truly missing, or he did have to get a little bit of bet on it. What do we got, Anthony Wagner?
It's plum if he hasn't hit it.
He's very late to it.
Yeah, that's plum.
Oh. I think there could have been a little bit of bet on that.
Oh, no. There was 2 noises.
Yeah. I think he might have edged that one onto his still Agnes accelerating there. He doesn't look too phased, does he, Bavuma?
No.
He looks like he's pretty casual there. And does you think things look good for South Africa? Unfortunately, in this game, they won't be able to get the win, but the second game, hopefully, we do get to see it go. And commentators in Australia are the best WWE level commentary, as well, says Insane Warrior. And also, I remember we used to have a tri-series, South Africa, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka. That's going to be in the edge, is it?
No!
It missed the edge. Okay. Does it clip the front pad as well? Is that why there was like a...
possibly, yeah.
As it was a little bit of a...
Doo-doo.
Right, that one's coming around. Is it going over the stumps? It is going to be umpire's call, which does remain as out. So that is going to be Bavuma on its way. He'll be disappointed to be dismissed in that fashion.
Yeah.
But Bavuma now, he is going to be going. And that is now going to be the 6th wicket down. Bavuma off 73 has been dismissed. And Neil Wagner gets the wicket. I should have said Neil Wagner. I got the over right. I just didn't change it over, did I?
No, you didn't.
And also, what was the score for day 1 and day 2? And did it go? And there says Barry Green. So pretty much day 1, South Africa did end up getting bowled out for 95. And then New Zealand had a little bit of a bat on that first day. Second day was pretty much all New Zealand batting, plus a few late wickets for South Africa. And then day 3 here, it is supposed to rain a little bit later on in this one, but the big tall man here, Janssen, making his way out to the middle.
He's a string bean, isn't he?
He is. He's very tall. 2 meters 10 or somewhere along those lines. And also, do you know if Damian McKenzie is playing in the Chiefs versus Highlanders match tonight? He is not for that one, and it is going to be because he is in Japan at the moment. And I really enjoyed the Ashes commentary. A game needs it as well. I think they had NRL commentators, and there says Gareth. Although the Ashes, I believe they would have had Ashes. It would have been. Oh no! If you're in South Africa, it might have been different commentary. But you've got Mark Howard, Mark Waugh, David Hussey or Michael Hussey. No, David Hussey, isn't it?
No,
Mr. Cricket, Michael Hussey, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Ponting,
Shane Warne. So they've got quite the setup. Kerry O'Keefe is another one.
Ponting did too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Does Alan Border do a bit, or was he not?
I think he was the alternative commentary for the Australian one, which might have been why, because Ian Botham was actually joining them in one as well. So that might have been the one that you got, Gareth.
Oh,
possibly.
Okay, so there was a couple of them.
Yeah, they had quite a few commentary teams for it. We were one of the commentary teams, weren't we?
We were.
Yes. Marco Janssen, 4 matches, 62 runs. Currently still 27 minutes left of this session that they are going to have to try and get through here. If they feel like there could be a result, they might actually extend it by half an hour.
They could do.
So I believe that would be if Farina went out, and probably another wicket of Janssen possibly might be the other one. Now Wagner running in.
Good ball.
It's in the air. You were going to catch that one at finally, weren't you?
Yep.
You're ready to go.
Yeah.
Now Wagner, that's the thing. When he pitches it up, he does well. When he bowls it short, he sometimes does well, but he still is very good with a pitched up delivery.
Yeah, well, he's getting some shape, isn't he?
But yeah, Verena is the next big wicket. If Verena falls, the rest of South Africa probably will within the next 10 overs, somewhere around there, because you've got Bavuma, who was unlucky in the first innings. Stierman went out for a golden duck, and then Olivier didn't really last too long for that first matchup. Oh, swinging in nice for Wagner there.
It's my turn.
Yeah, your turn to sneeze. I'm loving it. I finally stopped sneezing.
You stop and I start.
It was close, wasn't it? Swinging in nicely. But anyone who does want to watch the highlights of this game, it will be on the New Zealand Cricket YouTube channel. I do recommend checking it out. Ashes commentary is like England and Australia. Commentators will kill them as well. There is so much thrill in their season, Insane Warrior. And I did enjoy watching the Ashes from a unbiased perspective type thing of being impartial for both of the sides.
Oh,
he's pitching it up. He overpitched that one a little bit, Wagner. He was getting a little bit too excited with the amount it was swinging. They're going to take 3 there by the looks of it. Good run in between the wickets. Oh, popped up. And that's going to be the end of the Wagner over, the first over that he has bowled. And it is going to be 91 for 6 now, taking the wicket of a Bavuma. He got 49 runs from South Wagner. So he actually got more runs than all of the South African batsmen in this innings so far. As in individually.
Yeah.
And Kiwis, what is this as well, says Steve J there. And the chat, hasn't quite gone the way that we would have been expecting. I thought South Africa were going to be right in this game, and it was going to go to day 5.
Yeah. Was that before day 1?
Yeah, that was my pre-prediction was South Africa nowhere near going to be an easy game for the Kiwis, and draw / maybe a sneaky win. This is just not the way that I thought it was going. And 3-3-3 cricket, I think it was as well, says Gareth Ferguson there. South Africa at the moment, they have been able to almost surpass what they got in the first innings. The amount of runs currently sitting on 91 for 6. The Spark Sport coverage is pretty rough today, isn't it?
It is. It's starting all the time, isn't it?
It's quite cool watching all the games from aerial, isn't it? Seeing everyone around, just all the little ants.
Oh yeah, all the grounds around it. It's a shame they have to play though, because they could be here watching it.
Could they though? Because they might not be allowed in.
Yeah, true.
Nicely done by Tim Southey, who has been brought back into the bowling attack, replacing Kyle Jamieson. Try and get a couple more late wickets. 24 minutes left of this session. Then we will have a 40-minute break, and then we will be back for possibly what will be the final session of the day.
Of the test match, you think?
of the test match. Maybe. Depends on whether or not the rain hits hard.
Yeah.
I hope all those games of cricket that are next to them are all finished by the time the rain hits, but I don't think they will be, or some of them might be, depending on how long they are. And Hamish, are you joking? Ash's commentary is extremely partial as well. They support their team out of line as well, says the same warrior. Although we did the commentary.
Yeah.
So I was doing it from a impartial view.
Well, you were impartial. I was England.
Yeah, so I wasn't talking about their commentary. I know that their commentary is certainly whoever they go for big time. And also did South Africa recently beat India, says Steve J. They did indeed 2-1 in the series in South Africa. And this game, it's going to be a history-making one for the Black Caps because this will be the first time since 2004 that in New Zealand they have been able to beat South Africa. Nice little bit of swing there for Southie, and he has been getting a lot of swing in these overcast conditions. Kyle Jamieson just going to stay on his knee for a little while. To be fair, him on his knees probably taller than some people on their feet. Quite tall, isn't he?
That's harsh.
South Africa as best team when Graham Smith was captain.
Yeah.
Remember 300 or 438 chase. Ashwell Price was a GM at Herschel Gibbs. Prince. Oh, yeah, Prince. Yeah, what did I say? Price.
Yeah, Herschel Gibbs, yeah.
Yeah, but in South Africa, a very difficult place for a touring team to play. Says Gareth there, Tim Southey. Going after it a little bit there, Verene.
I mean, it's like us. Everyone's difficult to beat at home. And if you can beat teams when you go overseas to the air conditions, you're doing pretty well. That's why Aussie will struggle in Pakistan, because Pakistan, first home series in a long time. So they'll be trying to win those ones.
Although I guess first time series, will they know their conditions?
Probably not. So it could be like playing in neutral grounds, you reckon? Yes.
The Grono takes the catch. And Verena has been able to get it. And Southey picks up his third. The moment everyone's taking wickets and Matt Henry's sitting there going, I'm on 9, I want my 10th, but it might not happen. Verena get it at 30 off 48. 38. And there we go. We'll add that one. So now that's 7 down. So he was the wicket that I did mention that they might consider extending the session for if they did end up losing it. There's still another 20 minutes here.
I know.
This game could be over before we know it. Super Rugby. We're going to definitely be able to do that game without feeling guilty about cutting off the cricket.
Tail might wag.
Yeah, although
it didn't last
by
long.
3:40, they've got another session left. Rabada, we're making his way out there.
He'll be a slasher, won't he?
He's got some technique. It's just sometimes it doesn't go well for him. Like he got a duck in the first innings. I think Verena there got a little bit too keen to chase the wider ball. And I was hello, says Jay Woods. Welcome into live stream. Hope you are doing well, mate. At the moment, South Africa are 7 down. And I did mention they're only 4 runs off being able to beat what they got in the first innings. That 4 is going to be quite difficult to get. Kevin Conway just scouting them out. In the background, his fellow boys from South Africa. And I was remember when Graham Smith came out to bat with a broken arm as well. And then Pakistan wickets are flat. Australia can win if they manage to play reverse swing and spin better. It's in the same warrior. I really want to cover those games that are taking place over there as well.
What time are they though?
6 p.m. start time for the test matches.
Oh, it's not too bad then.
No.
So what would that go to?
1 a.m. I believe, or 1:30. You can.
Oh, what's the date?
I think it's in March.
A busy month.
I got to feel bad for the South African bowlers not having a second go at them. So says Jay Woods, yeah, they would have loved to get a little bit more time kind of getting a chance in these conditions just to see, because to be fair, New Zealand probably got the best day for batting, didn't they? And that was the day 2, and they just kind of stuck it out for a while in that one. But then it wasn't easy to bat in the later stages, and guys, love you. But all 3 but 3 all-nighters is beyond me. Have a good night. I see you for the rugby. Donna, see you for the best sport. As I says, Gareth there.
See you later. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, appreciate you being there, mate. And do enjoy that sleep. As Ben Hugley, yes, he got bowled after facing bowls against Australia. He got a huge reception from the crowd. And there it says in Same Warrior, Colin de Grano taking a good catch. That man's hands are very large.
I've seen him drop them though.
Yeah, he drops quite a few for the large hands that he has.
Exactly.
Poor man. Wagner.
Oh,
No, shut up, Wagner. It's our league. I would never tell Wagner to shut up to his face. It's going down league though.
That's forced.
Got a bit too excited, didn't he?
That was forced up.
It was.
No, he knew it wasn't out.
Yeah. It's always interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
The bowlers who like put everything into the appeal and then don't go upstairs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite funny, really.
Wagner once again. That one's a bit better. Has to go down. It's going to be fielded by Colin de Grano. And now Janssen, he's still on strike. See, just no foot movement for Verona. He just tried to reach out for it, got the edge off the swing, and a bit of seam from Tim Southey, I think that one was as well. See, just no foot movement. And Verona, be disappointed with that one. He's had a decent 2 innings though, overall, like 30 in this one, and then in the first one, I think he got 17, which was actually pretty solid for the South Africans and like the scheme of things. Same with Hamza, or Hamza, sorry. But then he didn't actually do too well in the second innings. It's an interesting one. He's actually the only man who's reached double figures in both of his innings.
Okay.
Verena. So that's a stat. At the moment in the slip cordon, they've got, of course, Blundell, then Daryl Mitchell, Latham, Southey, Henry Nichols, alongside, I think there is a man at the second gully. They have decided to go with, or in fact, they don't actually have him there because Will Young has moved into back pad, chasing the wider one there, Janssen on the back foot. Okay, Williamson at the moment having a chat with Henry Nichols. So it is good to see that even though he's got that elbow injury, he's still kind of in the team environment. Because how far away is he? He's still about a month, isn't he?
When's the IPL start?
A month and a half, I think, or somewhere around there.
Oh, he'll be fit for that.
You got to be. Although saying that, if you've got a big contract, maybe you're not so fit for the IPL, and you just cash your paychecks.
There'd have to be some sort of, you get this if you are available. Surely. You can't get that if you're not. Surely. It's just too easy.
Yeah, if you could, you'd just go over there and say, my hammy's feeling a bit tight.
A bit tight.
I think I have to take the month off.
Yeah, calf again. That's a bit tight. I'll just sit here.
Yeah, I'll just sit here making the millions.
Yeah, I don't need to move, do I? Oh, yes.
No, there's no one down there. Yeah, you're going to have to get in the field for the Black Cats soon. You've got your hands ready. It's good technique as well, that one.
I know.
Yeah, really. Cricket is confusing, says Power Force. It is a bit, although once you do know, I guess, the fundamentals of it, it does become a little bit more kind of explanatory.
Yeah, and if you've got people explaining it to you, that what's behind it, it can look boring at times, but there are things going on behind the scenes that, that they're trying to put pressure on and all that sort of thing. There's all up here sometimes.
Because I've realised I always say the positions, don't I? In terms of hit it to square leg, fine leg, mid on, and I realised a lot of people won't know what that means.
So one day you should have a wee thing down here
that has like the positions, shouldn't I? Or a little radar that shows where the ball goes.
Yeah, something to work on.
Yeah, right, we're going to have to get in contact with someone about that. And can they make the 100, says Steve J? I'd like to think so. They're sitting on 93 at the moment. Yes, I'm going to say they make the 100.
Yeah.
It sounds real weird saying, will South Africa be able to make 100 runs? Like normally it's, will the opening partnership get 100 runs? But now it's, will the team? Yeah, hopefully it goes all right. I bet the old girls is a Chris Kens fan in there. You Chris Kens fan?
Is he talking to me?
Yeah.
Old girl.
Or the old girl.
Old girl.
So not old, the old girl.
Nah.
No, you don't like Chris Kents?
No.
No.
Nah, I just didn't like
Who's your favourite cricketer from the olden days that you were like, oh, he's a bit of a looker?
a looker.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, none of them sort of were in that.
David Boone. That mustache.
Yeah, nah.
No?
No.
Yeah, it's
No,
just,
I can't remember thinking any of the cricketers were the lookers.
yeah,
They're good players.
a little bit lobby there. Oh, well fielded. He's gone down, Henry. Currently 3 balls left of this over. We have got there as a test of the body and the mind.
It is.
So the South Africa becoming another West Indies in this season, Sam Warrior. Although they're in a rebuild at this current stage. I think there were 4 players in this team that have got less than 10 test matches.
Okay.
Or something along those lines. Like it was Stierman actually on debut for this game. Or he took his first wicket. Maybe he's not quite on debut. Well, that's fine, but now Tim Southee.
But also it's different times too. You can't get out there and good ball. Get out there and mingle with the fans and that now. You play cricket, you go back to your hotel. You're in isolation for 2 weeks before you start playing. It's a different atmosphere, eh?
Mm.
And that must sort of get to you at some stages, surely. You're not playing like you used to, you're not having a beer and with the fans and all that as well. So different times.
Stephen Fleming question. No. Did he sell you Fujitsu though? That's in the air almost.
Oh.
Once again, it's going to be Sean and Matt Henry. Apparently 136 Ks for Tim Southee. That's actually quick for him.
For him, yeah.
It's well fielded from Matt Henry on the half volley bounce. Final ball of this over. Neil Wagner, he will be bowling from the other end. Was able to pick up the last wicket. Verena did end up losing his wicket. I like slouching down on my chair because it's very comfy.
Yeah, it does get a bit.
Nice shot that time, but Matt Henry is able to field it, and that will be the end of the over.
I think
and it's going to be 93 for 7.
Right throughout that over, he got closer and closer.
Those beers would have been like $8, wouldn't they?
At least.
Why are beers so expensive at sports?
I don't know.
Is it so that people can't drink as much?
Well, they do try to do it that way, but...
Or is it just the case of they know that because people love drinking, that they'll pay no matter what the price is going to be?
Yeah. I mean, if you go to the cricket, you've got to have it. Well, you don't have to, but it's always nice to have a cold beer while you're watching the cricket, isn't it? But yeah, unfortunately, yeah, you'd have to take a lot of money with you.
Wagner just saved the umpire. Did it hit the umpire? I don't think so. I think Wagner just saved him. So surely this next LBW shout he gives it out. Just for a bit of a whack. Bit of a thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, Wagner getting the hand on that one. He was pretty late moving, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Catch through the slip cordon. And I said $200 of beer money minimum.
Yeah.
Well,
if you want to have a big day.
And that's the thing, if you bring a mate,
yeah,
and you got to pay for his drinks.
Yeah, and then you turn in front. Oh.
And I was like, best out of all of them are Nathan Astle, Scott Styrus, James Franklin, Jacob Oram, McCullum. And there's our best one of all of them. Oh, it's a good question.
Oh, best out of them.
McCullum. Oh, Nathan Astle, though, is probably right. It depends on what you're looking for, isn't it?
All round, Jacob Oram, best batter, Nathan Astle.
Oh, okay. With an honourable mention for McCullum, just for the short format, or?
As you can tell, I wasn't a McCullum fan either. I always support the underdog, but Jacob Oram was pretty good. I liked him.
So we have got
James Franklin looked as though he was tired every time he went back to his mark. Oh no.
Okay, they're saying that he's got a little bit more windy. I thought they were saying that it's become a little bit more windy. I was thinking, okay, it's starting to get closer to the rain, but
No, it still is there still.
yeah.
But this not as sunny.
Ooh,
Oh,
just going after it there, Janssen. And also we've got the Hamish. Who do you think wins Super Rugby or winning today's rugby games for Super Rugby? Also, Donna, just curious, who do you think will win as well? Says Aiden, now be careful what you say because that man will probably put a bet on it.
oh, I only back my favourites. I don't back the real winner. So who we got?
Okay, so Highlanders versus Chiefs.
Well, I like the Highlanders.
Okay. Then after that, we've
Oh,
got
the Chiefs will probably win.
Crusaders versus, Highlanders are underdogs for that game. But,
Yeah, I thought they might, because Chiefs are in pretty good form, aren't they? But because I'm a Highlanders fan, I'll go Highlanders.
Crusaders, Hurricanes.
Because I'm a Hurricanes fan, I'll go Hurricanes.
Okay, and then Reds versus Rebels.
Who cares? Sorry. Oh, if I had to pick one, I'd probably go Reds.
Is this the perfect time for me to say we are also covering that game on the channel, ladies and gentlemen? So hopefully you guys do care. Should have joined me for that live stream.
Sorry.
That's all right. 7 minutes left of this session at the moment. If there's another wicket, we might get an extra half an hour.
Mm.
If not, we'll get another 40-minute break.
Mm.
And as that is a great history of producing all-rounders. Any particular reason, so almost 7 to 8 all-rounders and 11 batsmen during 2005, 2009.
Mm.
I guess it's just like players don't want to just do one thing, do they?
No, but it's been a while since we've had anyone like Jacob Oram, though, isn't it?
Mm. Or if you want to go spin-wise, Daniel Vittori.
Oh, Daniel Vittori was pretty good, yeah. Yeah, he sort of improved his batting as time went on.
Mm. Which, I mean, if Ajias Patel could do that same thing, I feel like surely you can't not select him on a spinning like pitch or anywhere.
Is he injured at the moment?
No.
So he can be picked.
Yep.
Is he in the squad?
No.
They didn't even pick him for this squad.
No. After getting all 10 wickets in India. Good ball. That's the wicket.
Great catch.
Rabada's gone for the duck. Okay, so that's going to be... Okay, right. Are we going to get the extra half an hour?
I think you're going to, aren't you?
I've almost got to.
You got to.
At this stage. You got 2 new batsmen at the crease. Janssen might last a little bit longer, but it's a great ball from Tim Southey. He ends up just getting it up in the air. Rabada does end up losing his wicket. 8 down. It's a good catch from Kyle Jameson.
That was a good catch.
Those are a long way down. How's those Joel and Batai playing tonight? I don't know. I'm going to have a quick look at the lineup. I haven't actually looked at the Reds one as of yet. I've been looking at the Crusaders and all of the other sides. I know that James O'Connor's at number 10 for them in that back line. Okay, Hunter Paisami's on the bench. John Batai at number 14 for this match. Filippo Dalgunu out on the other wing. Ooh, exciting scenes.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay.
He's a good man. Or a good player, I should say.
I believe you. Thousands wouldn't.
Stierman making his way to the crease. Golden duck for that man in the last innings.
Oh, pressure's on.
It is. Back-to-back golden ducks would not be nice.
Here's one for you. Who's going to bowl at the other end? Is Henry bowling?
Oh, I don't think Wagner would give him the ball.
No.
I think Wagner would say, Henry, if you want this ball, you're going to have to knock me off the field. You're going to have to knock me out,
Yeah.
make me get an HIA. You're going to have to break my leg because or else I'm holding on to this ball and I'm getting myself a couple wickets. That's the thing now. You got Southey sitting close to a fifer.
Yeah.
So he's locked in. Currently 4 minutes till we get to the lunch break. It's going to be annoying going to the lunch break if it's 40 minutes that we've got to wait to see 2 wickets, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
The crowd, I mean, it's a good way of making them buy more beer, which is more revenue.
Yeah, well, it's only day 3, isn't it?
But now Glenton Sherman.
Oh,
Tell you what, I would have taken the stumps. Yeah, missed that one, but currently 33.2 overs down in this matchup. 97 runs. The South Africans, they've more than they did get in their first innings, but can they get past 100 at this stage? I would like to think so.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Why not?
120, no, 117, no, 107. 107, 10 more runs, I think. And they'll pretty much all be Janssen with an edge coming from Stearman as well. It's my prediction. Is that a good one?
Oh.
Straight out to Gully. That one. And also Shane Bond, best bowler ever and well destroyed by injury as our only bowler I found effective in Australia, of which all Australians were terrified, from Ponting to Martin to Bevan as well.
Yeah, he was pretty effective, wasn't he?
Oh, what's Bevan's first name?
Michael.
Would have been cool if his first name was Devon.
Who said that?
Devon Bevan. That'd be a fun name to say when you're drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Devon Bevan.
Oh,
Oi.
did he not hit that? Surely. That was too good for him.
It's very well bowled. Bond had a great bowling action as well.
They did.
There's Steve there. Yeah, it's always a shame when you see a young player like just plagued with injuries, isn't it?
Oh, especially when, because he sort of didn't really come into it till he was later on too. Older, so yeah.
Bowled by Stearman. Or not bowled by Stearman. Bowled by Sally.
Who is the, no, you won't know this. Someone might. Who was the big, he sort of looked like a bit of a surf. He played for CD. And he was quite a quick bowler, but he never sort of went on with it because he may have got injured too. But he was big, a tall, blonde, curly-headed fella.
I actually think I do know who you're talking about.
He was quite a fast bowler for CD.
For some reason, the first thing that I think of is Hamish Marshall, just because of the
yeah,
but I know it's not him.
Yeah, it was around that era though.
Yeah. Why am I thinking of Oram?
No,
it wasn't. Did Oram have a brother?
No.
He was Central Districts, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. For some reason, I thought this guy was from sort of Nelson area. I could be wrong. But, I just can't think of his name.
No, all I can think of is Jack Edwards, but that's because he's in the BBL and he's got blonde, kind of quite curly hair as well.
Well, he looked as though he should have been on the surfboard. He probably was a surfer, to be honest. But
Right, one more over left. Unless the umpires discuss and decide, we could see a result in the next 30 minutes, which I think you've almost got to at this point in time. The wickets have been falling very often, 87, 91, 97.
Yeah, but I don't know.
3 wickets in the last 5 overs.
Is it?
Or 6 overs. So 30 minutes is a long time. That's like an extra, 8 to 10 overs. Would they clean them up? Just the 2 needed. And which batsman holds most wicket for the most ducks in Test matches? Question for you both, batsman or bowler. Which batsman? Oh,
Danny Morrison.
Is that who it is?
No, I think he used to. I don't know that he still does.
Oh, I'm trying to think. I know that at the moment it's actually. Oh, there's one of the English batsmen who have actually held a record almost now for the most matches without a duck.
Oh, okay.
I think that's Ollie Pope or someone along those lines. How he just always seems to find some way of getting a run. Big swing from Stearman. He's not really mucking around, is he? He's decided, I'm going to try and play a couple of my shots and see if I can get away with it. I can't think of.
I think it was quite surprising who it is, though.
I think they mentioned it on another one.
Yeah.
Didn't they? Told you I'd be bad at a quiz.
Oh, yeah, they put you on the spot and your brain's going,
Currently now Wagner really trying to trouble that off stump of Stearman.
We need Francis Payne sitting beside us.
Although he wouldn't fit in the green screen.
No. Oh, you just have to rearrange things, Hamish.
And also, I think I know this one. As us, there's Robert there. Welcome in, Robert. Hope you're doing well, mate.
Yeah.
And also, Chris Martin averaged 2.3 as well. Did he have the most ducks, Chris Martin?
Yeah, it was between Danny Morrison and Chris Martin.
It's over the top. Well, that's that Stearman boundary that I did mention for himself. It'd be 4 runs. So it is Chris Martin. See, I always thought he had a lot of bad innings, but I don't think he was the worst.
Was it Danny Morrison for one days?
Maybe. Oh, because that's the thing. Are we just talking test matches?
Mm.
Oh, yeah, it is in test matches.
Yeah.
In fact, I didn't read that part. Although I would have said it out loud, but the brain didn't comprehend it.
No.
I'm good, keep lads. You. I'm doing very well, thank you, mate. Super Rugby Pacific. It is now here. NRL preseason has started up. Warriors playing the Storm at 6 o'clock. We have to get you back out on the cricket field.
Me?
I've seen about 4 times you got your hands ready to take the catch.
Mm.
Who wants to see my mum padded up and me bowling her some spin?
Oh, I'm no good with spin, eh? You know, as you're growing up, you think, oh, spin is easy as slowest bowler ever. I faced a spinner in the nets at the Marist Club. I didn't even know what it was bloody doing. She made me look pretty ordinary.
And also, have they pushed out lunch? At this stage, I believe if they haven't, this will be the last over, but we haven't heard too much of whether or not they have decided to give it a little bit more time. But they did start this over at 12:59. So they did still have enough time. We haven't really heard them say that it's the last over before lunch either, have we?
No, we haven't. But they haven't said anything else either.
And Broncos play the Titans in preseason tomorrow night too. Says right, so that'll be a good one. So who does end up getting the win? And hopefully your Broncos can go on and get themselves the bouncing, get themselves the win. That was a good ball. And also Sean Tate, drunk or spin? Sean Tate, drunk or spin?
Oh, he's a fast bowler. He wasn't a spinner.
Was he drunk?
He was a tall fella. We are talking the same.
I assume so.
The guy that always bowled at about 150 and then bowled 1 or 2 overs, and that's all he could do.
I was thinking Ishant Sharma as well, says Robert there, and almost 38 ducks in test.
What do you mean almost? Is it he did? Or
37, mate. Almost, I assume it's 38.
Yeah.
Looks like a decent crowd. Attendance for this game. And face Tate or spin in there. So is Tate drunk while he's bowling?
Yeah.
That would be quite funny. So I feel like if I wasn't to face him, I'd want someone else to face him.
Well, didn't they, when they doing that with Brent Lee and a commentator last year? Well, had someone padded up against Brent Lee and it was, it shouldn't have happened because.
Oh, he did it with like an interviewer.
Yeah.
And he bowled 150k bouncer at him.
Yeah.
Or 150k bouncer or whatever it would have been. Well, Marco
that's
Jansen's
not right.
Score 100 from here, your prediction, Hamish? Nah. He might be lucky to get 10. Which sounds brutal, but it's close to the outside. He's got a few times. Martin released a book, How to Bet My Way as well, and also taught how to bet like him. I think New Zealand should take action or up off the bat. So I guess with the fact that Southie is bowling, they have extended it.
They must have.
And it is going to be the extra half an hour. If they get another wicket here, they actually can extend it another half an hour. So we will see a result before we see lunch. And then we'll get a 3-hour lunch. Not looking good for South Africa, says Nov Mum, my mother. She was talking about someone. Patrick Swayze, what are your thoughts? She was talking about Amelia on, weren't you, Mumsy?
None of the guys got it.
No.
Couldn't understand the obsession.
Obsession's a strong word.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it wasn't an obsession. He's just a good actor.
It was a Piers Morgan faced Brett Lee. And there's Ben Healy there. Do you prefer facing leg spin or off spin?
Probably off spin.
I prefer when the ball's not starting outside my leg because I know if I miss it, it's hitting me. And 251 for South Africa to win as well, says Nov Mum there. Yeah, it's going to be pretty tricky.
From here.
From here, indeed. Short ball. Tim Southey didn't quite get that one where he wanted it. That was Piers Morgan as well. And there says Robert. But currently these two, I mean, they've got a decent partnership going for them. But I believe that this game will be over by about 2. And Hugh Jackman faced Shane Warne. And there says Robert. Didn't realise that happened. You'll probably look that one up after this, won't you?
Probably will, yeah.
I wasn't really obsessed with him, but he was from my era. Mine was Shame Tom Cruise as well.
No. I was never a Tom Cruise fan, but did like Cocktail and, of course, Top Gun.
What about the one? What one's the one with the court or the lawyer?
What's that?
You can't handle the truth. Yeah, what's that one?
With Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
Nicholas. Nicholson. Is your dad there?
I was like leg spin Hamish, and there's his insane warrior. Also, you rather a leg spin? I guess leg spin's probably easier to sweep, isn't it?
Mm.
When you think about it, because it's coming back onto the bat, drop to the knee.
Mm.
Whereas off spin, it's really like, oh, that's a good ball. It's really right at you, isn't it? Like, it's going to keep on coming in, try and cause you a few problems. But that is going to be the end of the 36th over now. 102 for 8. The Kiwis, it is just a matter of time perhaps for them before they can get the wicket. But mentioning cricket, rugby, sport in general.
A few good men. Yeah, of course it was.
A few good men.
Amazing. You get put on the spot and you just can't think of them.
Yeah. And bad leg spin is fun, yeah. If they're not finding the radar right for bad leg spin, you can literally just punish that bowler every day of the week. Like, you always feel bad for a leg spinner. He's trying his best and it's just not coming out of the hand very well. And he's just bowling your pies. At the moment, we will go here. I believe I'm just making sure I know it's 4:35 that the game is starting for the rugby. So we will be covering Chiefs versus Highlanders. That will be taking place at approximately, we will probably be starting around 4:15, maybe. Somewhere around there. Plenty of time to build up to the match. Like, I'm looking through the lineups.
Why are you asking me? I'm not going to be there.
That's true. Will you be watching the game, though, for the Highlanders?
I'll see what I've got on.
Check the diary.
Check the diary.
I have to get you on for some solo commentary later on for the Pakistan versus Australia while we're doing Super Rugby.
Oh, Davis.
Wouldn't that be fun?
What?
Get your own studio or get your microphone. I might get you one of those ones, though, because they're $1,000. So.
You got $1,000.
No.
Donate to the Mike Fund.
The Mike Fund. We'll get a guy called Mike. He'll do commentary with us. Michael Hussey. Get him in the lounge. Be quite a lot of fun, wouldn't it?
It would.
I feel like if I had that one, me and Michael Hussey sitting here, all of a sudden, like, or you just end up with like you pulling up a chair next to him, just like joining in.
Hello, Michael.
Once again, they're doing nicely here to just avoid the inevitable.
Yeah.
And also, it's up. Yes, it is 4:35. Who will win? Do you think? Says Cats are the best. I know he's a Highlanders supporter, or in fact, he might be the Canes. It's either Highlanders or the Canes. I know that it's a team starting with H. I think it's going to be a close game. Less than 7 points between them. And Stone Cold's coming out of retirement for WrestleMania, says Robert. He's facing Kevin Owens, isn't he? That one. I mean, it's cool, but I just, I worry. Because I know that his tailbone got absolutely destroyed from doing so many stunners over the years.
Oh, okay.
And his back.
Yeah.
So I just hope it's not like a repeat of what happened in the Super Showdown with Goldberg versus The Undertaker, or Triple H and Shawn Michaels versus Kane and The Undertaker. Because when you're 50-something, wrestling doesn't work well. He's still in great shape though, Stone Cold. Got bigger muscles than I will ever have.
Yeah, those guys do.
Oh, so we got the Highlanders. Says Cats are the best, and yep. And there says a Robert there. Currently 125 Ks for Wagner. It's not very often that Wagner's bowling slower than Southey, is it? But Steerman, I love saying his name.
Yeah.
Steer. Can you?
No, I can't.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
You want to give it a go?
No.
Go on.
No, I'm making an idiot of myself.
Go on. George has tried it many times. He's gotten better though.
Has he?
Mm-hmm. Well bowled. Yeah, Wayne putting it on the stumps. Not letting it through though. What a game of cricket. We are playing amazing as well. Says Cats are the best. Yeah, they're doing very nicely throughout this matchup. I'm curious to see how the second one goes. I feel like it will be a bit closer. And I will get you guys the date that the second one does start.
I don't think it's raining out there yet either, so.
No, so the rain has stayed away, which is good.
Though sometimes it goes round us, so whether it's heading up north anyway.
And how did the Reds versus Waratahs game go last week? Waratahs won that one. They were undefeated in Super Rugby pre-season, and they faced the Reds and the Brumbies. There's a couple of big wins. Is Stephen Conway warming up for some batting? Or some bowling, I should say. Surely not. It would be one that throws them off. He's normally a keeper, isn't he? Devon Conway.
Yeah, but most of them can bowl.
Edge. And Janssen once again works it through. What about Southern Hemisphere versus Northern Hemisphere? Oh, we talking rugby or cricket? Because both of those I would love to see. They would be some pretty awesome action. The MLR is actually starting in 47 minutes. Old Glory versus New England Free Jacks, for anyone wondering about what's happening. And at the USA for those matches. So currently I will quickly... Okay, so they've got another 5 or 6 minutes. Okay, so they get an extra 15 minutes. If they take another wicket here, they get an extra 15 minutes. So currently they've only got about 5 or 6 minutes left.
Yeah, so they got 2 overs.
Yeah.
To get a wicket, and they get another 15.
So February 25th is when the next match is going to be starting, which is, of course, a day of the week. And that is a Friday that is going to be starting. Interesting. Later one, rather than the Thursday. And 25th till 1st of March as well. And this is Robert there. And also we've got the cricket. Cricket would be a good match to watch. And yeah, that Reds vs Waratahs pre-season was 2 hours from me. Says Robert there, and cricket says Steve J. So I would say Northern Hemisphere versus Southern Hemisphere. I would back the Southern Hemisphere just because thinking through, does India, they'd count as Northern Hemisphere, wouldn't they?
I'd imagine so.
So it's pretty much India, Pakistan, England versus South Africa, Australia, New Zealand. And then Sri Lanka, where would they fall under?
That'd almost be northern.
And they'd have Bangladesh as well, and Afghanistan. So, yeah, that's a good ball. So it would be a good matchup. I'd like to see it. They won't do it, but I'd like to see it. We'll send them a letter saying, "Hello, I'm a random man from New Zealand. Can you do a North versus South match?" They'll be like, "Yep," and you can live stream it on your channel. Imagine that. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
That would.
Average lunch will be extended to wait for these 2 wickets only if they don't end up picking it up. Or if they do pick up the next wicket within the next, I think it's this over and the next, they will have another 15 minutes. If not, then they go to lunch for 40 minutes. So are you hoping for a wicket here?
Yep.
Okay. I guess Sri Lanka is north as well. So they'd have a very good batting lineup, I would think. And quite a few good bowlers as well. The hardest thing would be whoever has to try and select who goes into those teams.
Oh, that'd be the worst nightmare. Why'd you leave him out? Why'd you leave him out? Why'd you put him in?
I think the biggest thing would be if you only selected like 1 or 2 Indian players. That would be not ideal.
Yeah, but he's trying hard.
He's trying to get that wicket, but Stearman's fighting hard here. Just not letting it happen. Australia, South Africa, New Zealand versus India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, England as well. Says Steve J there. Yeah, so it would be a good one. See how it does end up going. I might do that match on Cricket 22.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Do you want to take part?
Yeah, why not?
Are we going to play as one of the teams or are we going to commentate it?
I'd have to play, wouldn't you?
Currently now we have got, I think they'll only have time for this over.
Yeah, they have only got this over.
So Wagner, 6 balls. If he gets a wicket, we get another 15 minutes. That looks a little bit.
Yeah. Starting to come in, isn't it?
Yep. So that's probably, I believe it's still around 3 p.m. So Argentina, Bolivia, Chile, Paraguay, Peru, and Janssen's gone, and now we get an extra 15 minutes. End of 24 for Janssen there. Wasn't even watching for that one.
No.
I was reading out the list from Robert. Southern Hemisphere countries. And there says Robert, although I don't know how well they go at their cricket, I feel Janssen just chasing that white ball. He did end up getting 10 in the end. I did say he'd get maybe close to 10. Now, Stearman. Oh, if they get 2 more runs, I said 107 runs.
Did you?
Yeah. Do you believe me?
I said all out in the first session.
Mm-hmm. Geez, we're good, aren't we? And there we go, says Novmum. And also outside coding there as well. So now we have got ourselves another 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. So whoever, one wicket will be the win for New Zealand. No wickets would end up with a 40-minute break to get that 1 wicket after, which will be annoying a little bit, won't it?
Yeah, it would. It's just delaying the inevitable, really. Unless these guys are going to get a 200-run partnership. What did we get?
They still trail by 282.
No, I mean, what was our 11th wicket partnership?
It was about 60, wasn't it? Maybe more.
No, well,
Henry got his 50. So maybe it was 100. Around there, right.
Right.
At the crease now, it is Ollie Fair, who will definitely fear Neil Wagner's short ball, I would think.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to bowl a short ball, does he?
That's the thing. He can get away with just pitching it up. South America would have no contribution as well, says Steve J there. I'm trying to think of other teams, like kind of minnow teams that would get a little bit of something, maybe 1 player in their squad.
Where's West Indies?
West Indies would be us. We're taking them.
Okay.
We're claiming them. As I bring Henry back, it's overcast here again, says Ben Huey. Oh, you're in Christchurch, aren't you, Ben? So how far away do you think it is from the rain? Do you think in another hour it will be raining at all? Do let me know. And also 18 a.m. in South Africa, yeah. It's a little bit late, but they will certainly not be happy anyone who stayed up to watch this one. But hopefully anyone who is from South Africa, well, thank you very much for tuning in. We've got South Africa and the URC that we do cover on the channel, and also the next test match. We will be here for it as well. Plus, a little bit more. We got Super Rugby later on, don't we?
You have,
I've got Super Rugby later on, don't I?
Yep.
It's going to be exciting. Should be fun. What do you mean, yeah? I've been waiting 4 months for this.
I know, you keep going on about it. I mean, they keep asking you about rugby on the cricket commentary.
You're right.
Fine.
Wagner. Bowling now.
Oh, it's gone.
I don't think it is.
It's in there.
It's just a little bit down leg.
Good shout.
Okay. So this is tricky. Southie's got 4 wickets. Henry's sitting on 9 for the match. Who do you bowl from the other end?
Southie will get the ball because he's senior.
Okay. Do you give Wagner the ball at the other end, or do you go back to Henry?
Give it to Henry.
You would?
Though Latham's from Canterbury, so.
Yeah, but does he want to get Wagner on his bad side?
Oh.
Wagner on your bad side is like the worst thing to have, I would think. Because, like, it just, he'd be very. I can imagine him being quite.
He's bowled 6 overs, though.
Yeah, but
he's had
he
enough.
Can bowl 15.
Oh, no, but he's had enough.
Also, we've got there. Then there's got NRL next month. Yep, and AFL also starting up in March. So there's so much stuff on in there.
So much stuff.
Too much stuff, in fact. Left alone there. And that will be the end of the over. Right,
here we go.
So Southie definitely wouldn't have had a word to Latham and been like, give it to Henry. He would have been like, wait, so when am I bowling? Just make sure I can't change the team. Or I can't change the team for second test, surely, for us. I like to think that they wouldn't. Although Rutherford, I know that probably the only person who's got their spot maybe in question is Will Young. Then, other than that...
Is Rutherford a lefty? I
think he's left, isn't he?
Yeah. That's all right.
And 109 all out. It's a prediction from Steve J there. So they've currently got another 9 minutes or so, maybe a little bit longer.
Ben's just bought the Washington.
Okay.
And it does look like it's got dark.
I really hope we don't get... Imagine if we get rained off and there's just the 1 wicket.
Oh. Oh, you didn't hit it.
But needs to be with the new baby help out as well. Because
Yeah.
Chris Howe, there's no point bringing him in for this match, really. The next one, that is.
Not if you don't have to.
No.
So did I, Mark Richardson. See, Mark Richardson thought he had that too.
I like how I didn't even have any reaction to it. I was stone cold, just he's handed that one. Also, hi, I'm just back. Just played cricket 22. Do you prefer it more than cricket 19? Jack, do let me know. Good Yorker there from Southie. I always find it funny. I don't know who it is on the commentary.
McMillan.
Yes, so Craig McMillan, even though he's not supposed to be on commentary, no matter what, he's always standing just behind them. Or he puts the microphone down and still talks and everyone can hear him, and I don't think he realizes it.
It was McMillan that said earlier.
I think so. This is McMillan as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it might not be McMillan.
Oh.
Well, bold. Okay, at least gentlemen, he's faced 22 balls, which I know he's only sitting on 5 runs, but that will give him a bit of confidence because going out there getting a golden duck in your first innings is always rough.
It is.
How about?
Wow.
And also, Wells Avery is going to be bowled out before the third or maybe second session as well, says Waddles T. And also, although there's lots of updates. And there says Jack, my Wi-Fi is terrible, so it'll probably take 5 hours to download the update.
Is it worth it?
Yeah.
Oh,
wow. That one's straight down the leg side a little bit for Southie there. And maybe not rain, northwest arch is coming. It's starting to poke through now.
Oh, okay.
Also, that will be the one that we got about 2 hours ago, somewhere around there. Or actually not 2 hours, it's probably about 1 hour.
Yeah, because considering it's supposed to be raining now, here.
I'm just going to have another quick look at the weather radar. It shouldn't matter for this game. I believe it will be over
shortly. Hopefully.
So 4 p.m.'s 40% chance of rain.
Ooh,
well played once again. As Sierraman does get himself the single. Good throw there.
It was
just a casual one.
Yeah, hit the stumps.
And also put some big money on Will Jordan and Proteas to score a try. Okay. So hopefully they will both get it because the man we had yesterday to score for 500 did not score.
Oh.
The man in the Waratahs game, John Peach out on the wing.
Yeah.
Peach, he had a big beat on him and he didn't score.
So you must be running out of money then.
Nah, I think he had a successful one for the other game.
Okay.
Or the other, he's got another bet on. Currently 39.5. Matt Henry, he's got a big smile on his face. Well played by Olivier. That's going to be 106 for 9 here.
So there's only one more over.
Nah, squeeze in 2. Run quickly.
You reckon?
The boys tick it over, because they won't want to go to lunch and then come back out.
No.
They want to get this one over and done with.
Macca's favourites.
Wow.
We haven't got Uber Eats.
No, sadly.
Sadly.
Should we get McDonald's tomorrow?
I can't at Timaru. Omaru's better.
Is it? Whichever works. Although we got the Brumbies versus Western Force tomorrow, don't we? Well, I do anyway. There's a couple of South Africans in the crowd. Got their South African kits on. I think that's actually the Springboks kit they've got. And also South Africa will be hoping that it rains for 2 days straight as they on $200. I've lost so far, but I've still got 500 on Stevenson to score a try.
Fair enough.
That's a lot of money.
Oh.
On one player that, that's the thing. He could, it's off the edges over the top. And that's going to be another 4 runs. And Sierraman now moves into double figures. Sean Stevenson could pull his hammy in the first minute of the game. And they wouldn't refund you, I don't think. They just go tough luck.
Oh.
Got the finger to it as well. He didn't actually look at the ball, did he, Daryl Mitchell? He looked at it. And then his eyes were down pretty much straight away. The moment now. Like they say, Daryl Mitchell. Ooh.
Oh, that's
brutal.
pretty tough.
Now Wagner now. Short ball that's gone up in the air.
Oh,
It's going to be falling safe though. Now Daryl Mitchell. Oh, he's had a bit of a fumble. He's done a good throw from the ground though. It's actually better than Chrisland's arm when he's standing. He's got a terrible arm, Chrisland. Have you seen how he goes?
No.
After hacking the ball so hard for so long, or hitting it so hard.
You can't throw.
It's like triple bounce to the keeper.
Oh, okay.
I'll say how often has pulled a hamstring in the first 10 minutes. Says Aiden. Stranger things have happened. I remember on one of the games I was watching a while ago. It's bounced to Daryl Mitchell there. Yeah, there was one player who someone was like, "Oh, I've got a bet on him to score a try," and then I think it was actually who was it? Was it Matt Proctor in one of the Northern Hemisphere games? And someone was like, "I've got a big bet on him to score the try here or score a try," and then within 5 minutes he was injured and he was off the field and he was gone for the rest of the game. So that was that man's money all gone. I'm going to have to send Sean Stevenson an apology letter if he does end up actually pulling his hammy in the first minute.
Yeah, you just put the mockers on.
Yeah. And probably send
Sorry,
Aiden a sorry message as well. So like, I probably shouldn't have said that he would pull his hammy in the first little while. Or even maybe it's not his hamstring, but just an injury could occur, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Now, human body's a weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like these things, your fingers, you know?
Really?
Yeah. Like, you ever seen a dog use its fingers? No, because we're special.
Oh.
And they didn't get fingers, they got paws.
Mm.
Monkeys got fingers. I've told you the story about Willowbank, haven't I?
Mm.
Of the monkey picking up a stick and smacking the turtle. That poor turtle.
You'll never forget that, will you?
No, because it was like everyone's like, wow, it's a turtle. And then the monkey was like going over, wow, they're interacting. And then he just picked up a stick and just started smacking it. And poking it as well.
I can see why that would make you laugh.
It's going to be the end of it. And every time you say something, it seems to happen, so you're kind of worrying me. Actually, that's true. Dalton Papa Lee. I said, I really hope that man doesn't get injured, and he got injured. Like, before the game, it was weird because, like, 20 minutes before the game, I was like, I've got a weird feeling that Dalton Papa Lee is going to get injured in this game. I don't know why, but I just do. And then he got injured.
Oh,
like, what are the chances, eh?
What are the chances?
It's a big light tower, isn't it? Currently, one more over. Maybe two if they're lucky, and then we're going to lunch for 40 minutes. 276. I have a question. If it goes to lunch, can South Africa just go, you've beaten us? No, they can't, can they? They got to keep on going.
If they want, yeah.
Tim Southey now. It's well played. Just getting them behind the ball. They know that the ball's going to be roughly on the stumps, don't they?
Yeah.
We were saying he'd get a 5 for if people say that he shouldn't be in the team, didn't we?
Yeah.
He bowls very good in the second innings, 9 times out of 10, doesn't he?
It's almost as if he learns his lessons from the first.
Stearman at the moment, sitting on 11. Its best is actually 86.
Wow. Oh.
Well, once again by Southey. Currently sitting at 132 Ks. He's still getting up there with the speed. We might, because I know that because the first over did go through, or it went to 103. So I believe we might be lucky enough to still get another over after this one. I believe. Do you think Southey gets the wicket, or do you think Henry?
Oh, I hope Henry does, but.
Oh, I was going to say that's why he will miss that ball.
These guys are keeping it out.
When in doubt, keep it out.
Mm-hmm.
And also, are you streaming the Super Rugby match later today, says Jack Dean? We are indeed. Every single match, 3 of them in a row. First game, Chiefs Highlanders. Second game, Hurricanes Crusaders. And then the third game, Reds versus Rebels. All 3 of them we'll be doing on the channel. And the first one starting at around 4:35 p.m. So when the kickoff is, we will probably be starting at about 4:15, maybe even 4. Who knows? I've got a huge amount to talk about for Super Rugby. I've got stats for days that I've been writing down over the last few weeks.
Oh,
do you hear that?
Yeah, because if he
No,
hit it, it's a catch.
Not that. I think I hear raindrops.
Where? Here.
Here. Maybe not. I think
there's rain on the
it
front
is raining.
Front window.
Okay, there we go. The rain is hit here, so the rain could be coming to Christchurch later on today. And just curious, how did Peach play yesterday? I didn't actually see him too often. I think I saw him have about 3 runs, and that was it. They were going to Horton a lot more out on the other wing.
Oh.
Did you hear the commenter? See, that's nip. Look how much that's nip, Baz. I think height.
Yeah.
Because everything else has really had a true bounce, hasn't it? And because it was given as not out, I don't see it being overturned.
And it's missing leg. Look where he is when it hits him.
Yeah. Although this would be slightly New Zealand hurting themselves, because this is using up the time that they would have had to possibly get one more over in. So you would have thought they'd be relatively confident, but of course it's Tim Southey. Oh, that one hasn't bounced. That's the only one we've seen really dip. That's hitting, and that's going to be the end of the game. Just like that. I didn't think that was hitting. That died. We thought down leg, and it's just gone and cleaned up the legs up. Your mum's reaction, I just thought it was hilarious as well. There's Jack, but New Zealand win this game by an innings and 276 runs. The final wicket coming for Tim Southey, gets the fifer, and Sherman, he is going to be out, and that is going to be 11 runs off 30 deliveries. But New Zealand able to take this first test match, going 1-0 into the second, which is starting next Friday, and we will be covering that on the channel as well. I'm hoping to have you mumsy with me for a bit of that one. You think you'll be joining me?
Which one?
The South Africa New Zealand next week.
Yeah. What day does it start? Friday.
Friday, the 25th of March.
Later on, I might.
All right, sounds
But
good.
Do you have to work?
You
know, that work thing gets
That
in the
dreaded
way all
thing.
the time.
It does, really. Tim Southey, 5 wickets. Matt Henry, 2 wickets. So he got a 9-wicket match for Matt Henry.
That's
2 for Neil Wagner, 1 for Kyle Jamieson. All 4 bowlers. You know what time's the red one? It is going to be at 9:45 p.m. that game is going to be taking place. But we will be pretty much scheduling our live streams pretty much straight away after this one for the next 3 matches that we are going to be doing on the channel. And I'll see you at 4:30 p.m. later today. Says Jack, so we will indeed. And well, that was short and swift. It was.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be done by day 3. I was worried about the overlap between the cricket and Super Rugby.
It was never an issue, Hamish.
No. Next week it will be. It will certainly be next week, because it's going to be starting on the Friday.
You'll do the cricket instead, won't you?
Well, Mumsy.
Well.
It's a great question. But I believe if I was to miss one of the Super Rugby games next week, it would be Brumbies versus Fiji and Drua. And Blues versus Hurricanes. Yeah, nah, I'll just do the rugby for the next week, I think, for those certain periods of time, though. And also, hi, and there from David to Robert. But thank you all very much for tuning in to these live streams. We'll be going for 2.5 hours, and that's actually a short day for Test match cricket for ourselves.
It is, isn't it?
8 hours.
Got the weekend off now.
Not really. We've got about 6 more rugby live streams.
You have, not me.
You're not joining me for any.
Oh, no, I get too annoyed at the rugby.
Okay.
I'd start swearing.
That's all right. Nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We will be back for Super Rugby in a couple hours' time. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Hope you have a great day /night/ wherever you are in the world.